Hello, everybody. It's been a minute, hasn't it? I'm gonna be honest, I forgot to get a drink. I have a Red Bull. That does not fit the appropriate theme. So I will go do that real quick. All right, there we go. All right. What's up, Christian? All right, let me make sure that's popping up. All right, it's working. We're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. Doing good, everybody's good. How was it like meeting Chainsaw Reacts in person? It was weird. Real weird. No, it was great, but it was weird. I think we all could agree. It was weird for any of us to see each other outside of boxes. It was so, we're so used to seeing each other on those Wednesday streams and stuff. Seeing all those people that I've talked to like over the last 2 years in person for the first time, it was a little surreal. Real surreal, but had a blast all the same. In your 3-6 My Adventure with Superman, you put the episode title as Party Animal instead of Party Animals. Regardless, great reaction. Let me see. I mean, simple typo. Where was that? Boop. And fixed. Let's see. What's up, Bianca? Going to watch the Carrie TV show on Prime? Planning on it. That's definitely in the plans. If it's Mike Flanagan, you better believe I will be there. Enjoying your life today. I've been sick for the last 2 weeks, so sick now, so I'll be able to watch it a lot today. Sorry I'll be that week. Hope you feel better. It's the weekend. How are y'all doing? And how are the kitties? Kitties are all good. Kitties are very good. I'm still playing catch up because I just recorded my last week and this week's Bleach episode, so I got to edit those later tonight, and then starting next week I'll finally be on time for those. And then I got 2 more Batman Caped Crusaders to do, and just doesn't stop, man. Ted Lasso starts this week as well, and also The Ninth Jedi all drops its episodes this week, which I'm probably not gonna be reacting to when it comes out. I don't know. I'm probably gonna wait on that because I still haven't even watched Visions season 3, which had a new episode of that same series anyway. So I don't know. It's just like, and they're dumping it all at once. Reacher is the week after. Lanterns is the week after that. It's fucking crazy. I never get a break or a lull. If anything, it's worse. Could you please react to Batman Nightfall when it comes out August 25th? I don't like when people do this, Christian, but maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Time will be what it is. It looks okay. It looks okay. But I don't know. It depends on how things look right around there. We've got... The schedule is fucking cram-packed in August right now. On top of what we already have at the moment, I've got to start Ruby at some point because of the whatchamacallit, the charity event that we did. It won, so I got to get around to that, which I plan on doing once I get moved and settled in. That's at least what I'm kind of giving myself. And we got to be moved out and in by the end of August. So there's that. We got Ted Lasso coming back this Wednesday, or Tuesday. In just a couple days, we got Ted Lasso coming back. We got Reacher coming back the week after. Lanterns again, like I said, and then all the stuff we're already covering. And then I'm also, we got the movies too that I'm trying to catch up on because I want to watch Mandalorian Grogu. Obsession won our Patreon poll, so I got to figure that one out here sometime soon. And then I'm probably skipping that Vision series, at least right now. Because those haven't been doing well anyway, but I don't know. We'll see. What's up, Reese? Hey, Mike, just finished reading the latest Star Wars book called Star Wars Legacy, and it really shows a more vulnerable side of Rey and how she's not a Mary Sue. Cool, awesome, don't care. I hope you enjoyed it, though. It's starting to change people's minds about her. Awesome, should have been in the movies. Don't need a side book to really kind of do a cleanup on any of that. No, I hope you enjoy it. I'm never going to read it. I don't say never, but I'm not going to read it anytime soon. Try to get the Spider-Man tickets for today. Really try, but instead I'll be seeing the Odyssey, which I've heard is great things about. You tried. Were they just not available? I had no issues getting tickets here. But then again, population is substantially smaller where I live. But I had a lot of options when I went to go see it. I was not initially excited for Carrie, but after that trailer, I'm hyped. It looks like we'll get more of Carrie's school life and upbringing. Oh, we're going to be getting a lot of stuff. It's Mike Flanagan, man. We're going to get a wild little spin on it. It's not going to be the same story that we're used to, that we know. That's been very clear. But I'm excited. Mike Flanagan has done no wrong in my book so far. What's up, Jazzy? Cherry Monroe as well. Have I seen Spider-Man Brand New Day? Turn on your notifications. Yeah, I put up a review yesterday for it. Yes, I've seen it. Saw it preview night, opening night. The green bunny down there is so cute. Oh. Why am I blanking? Terriermon. That's a Digimon. Beep beep. This little guy? Ah. Yeah. Digimon. Yeah. There he is. Can't go without a drink. So I read that as Gotham Outlaw. Gotham Outlaw. What's up? And Regine is here. La Batman, good afternoon. Hope you had a great week. So far, so good. Just came from watching your reaction to season 1 finale of Ted Lasso. Oh, is it your first time watching my reactions to it, or are you rewatching? Otherwise, you're gonna... I can't go back and watch it because there's some stuff that happened during those reactions that'll well up some very strong emotions, because I don't know, they're in the middle. I think it was season 2. Like, there was some shit that happened, but yeah. Whew. You're reacting to it and then watching my reactions. Awesome. Yeah, there's a on-screen breakdown that I have at one point, so be prepared for that. D. Cole, what's up? Got Stareface. Happy Saturday, my dudes. Hope you're doing good. Is Chainsaw's beard as majestic as they say, like Gandalf, or better than Gandalf? Listen, I'm not Delulu here. It is nowhere near Gandalf levels. Let's be real. It's a good beard. Is it Gandalf? No. Is it like Gandalf? No. Come on. Let's check ourselves. I love Chainsaw as much as anybody else, but let's be real. No. I have a question. What's the question? In the book, Rey spoke with Anakin's Force Ghost on Tython. Awesome. What's up, Sweet Genie? How are you? Doing good. Hope you're staying hydrated and cool this summer. Yeah, it's been a little difficult, especially during convention time, but I've been doing a lot better than I used to with my hydration, especially since now I have to actually mow a yard again for the first time in like 15 years. But yeah, I've been doing pretty good about it, I think. Not the best, but still pretty good. Did I see that Emma Frost was cast? I did see that news. What's up, Jess Burbis? I just saw Jesperb. I'm a child sometimes, man. Jespermus Prime. Hello. For conventions during the tables where you get autographs signed, how do you actually find the actor or actress's table? Is there like a map somewhere, or do you keep searching until you find the person? I mean, they're always in a designated area. Like every place has a designated, like, this is the guest hall. So you just find their table, get in line, and go. But most of the time they're not, depending on the convention. I mean, like Lexington, for example, they had some people on the exhibit floor, but they lined the outer rim of it, so it wasn't difficult to find anybody. Or then the bigger stars or anything like that were in a like completely separate hall. And then sometimes you'll have some people out on the floor. It just really depends on who you're looking for, but most of the time they're all in one designated area. Have I reacted to all of Cape Crusader Season 2? Yep. Yeah, I had watched the first 6 episodes before it released. I just finished the last 4 episodes yesterday. It's all on Patreon right now. But slowly working on the edits as we speak. What's up, 10K? I have 5 questions today to close friend of mine where I really... can I just be... unfortunately, maybe a little too blunt here. I do not like these shotgunning of questions. Like, I appreciate it all the same, but like, I have a laundry list of things I need to inquire about now. I just, it's off-putting. Like, I've not said anything up until this point, but like, I don't know. I'm in that mood at the moment, I think. What do you think of the Emma Frost casting? I love Samara Weaving, so let's go. What do you think Katara was that Katara was supposed to be pregnant in the Avatar movie? She was not supposed to be pregnant in the Avatar movie. They were initially going to have her be pregnant in the Avatar movie and decided to not. And I think they made the better choice. But there's still time to line up without anything. Why was Zuko's lightning scar on his chest and it's not there? What? Why was lightning scar on his chest? It's not there. Not there where? I mean, he has a scar on his chest. Are you saying it is there or it's not there? What was your favorite part of the Avatar movie? Probably the intro sequence, or the fact that or Super Aang at the end. I don't know, man. There's a lot of really good bits in it, but probably, like, if I had to pick one thing, it was the revised intro. Since everyone knows... Okay, I'm timing you out after that. Sorry. No. All right. Let's do this. Yeah. Sorry. No tolerance on that shit, man. All right. Moving on. Where are we at? Where was I? Here we are. Do you think D23 will learn more about the X-Men castings? Maybe its release date. I have to imagine so. Because, I mean, we're slowly getting things without an event. So I think we're probably going to start to get more of that. We'll probably get more, especially considering Secret Wars is the end of all of this, and the next phase is X-Men. The next phase is all X-Men. So let's see. I'll actually do something here real quick. Real quick, who's seen Spider-Man at the moment? I just want to do a hands up. I don't need to know who hasn't seen it. I need to know who has. Okay. So Jazzy, do you mind if I'm going to make you a moderator for a moment? Would you mind purging any bullshit from the chat, please? With movies, release weekend, it is always no spoilers. If it's streaming, if it's a show, if it's any of that, that's on you. I feel like if it's in your home, you have every opportunity to educate yourself before we talk about stuff. If it's not, if you have to drive and go pay for it, we don't talk about it. We don't. That's been the rules for years since we've been doing these. It's not changed. So I don't care how it's obvious. We all know the thing, right? It's so obvious. This stuff that hasn't been confirmed at all. I don't care. I've seen it, but when it's $35 to go to a theater and watch a thing, to drive, pay the gas money to go watch a thing, I'm not expecting everybody to know what the fuck is going on the weekend of. Sorry, I'm a little perturbed about that. Thank you, Jazzy. All right. Can't believe Booster Gold HBO show got canceled. I can't believe it ever got talked about or thought about or greenlit at all to begin with when we don't have an active universe. Why the fuck was that part of our opening plan was a Booster Gold TV show? Why the fuck are we getting a Grodd and Jimmy show when we barely have a DC universe at all right now? That shouldn't have even been a Slate 1 show. Like, why was it greenlit? Could it have been a good show? Sure, maybe, probably. Who knows? Why did it exist right now? No idea. It getting canceled? Not surprising. Not surprising in the slightest. To me. For any fans of Booster Gold, though, sucks. It does suck. Probably excited to get it. The confirmation is that it is not moving forward. Which it shouldn't have even been in, it shouldn't even had a starting line, to be honest, right now. Not right now. Lanterns is in August, so is that something you might react to? Yes. I mean, once House of the Dragon ends, it is the very next Sunday, so we are just doing that. August. You already told me you had a question, and yet you haven't sent me a question. I can't believe they dumped all the Batman episodes all at once. I mean, that's what they did in season 1 too, if I remember right. I mean, they did the same thing last season. Do you think Ghost Ryan and Black Panther 3 are the only 2 films in 2028? Or could we be seeing more than one film that year? From what Kevin Feige has said, they are going to try to not do more than 2 films in 1 year. So we'll see. We shall see. The hair looks fantastic today. Why, thank you. I don't know what this was. Why, thank you. I was not too big of a fan on it when I got out of the bathroom earlier today when I set it all up to record. It should have been me, not Urahara, in the Yoruichi scene in 4-1. I know, right? That was a well-animated booty slap. It's all I'll say, man. Good God. Did I see the last episode of X-Men 97? It was the best so far. I swear to God you don't watch this channel, Daniel. I'm not even going to answer that. I just finished work yesterday and had a little celebration party with cake. Hell yeah. Cake sounds really good. I had a real bad sweet tooth last night. That was just so strong. I love you. Well, I love all you too. Big hearts to everybody. I've seen Donnie Darko, regular or extended. I've seen both. Did you understand it the first time through? I'm pretty sure I did. That was a long time ago. I mean, the extended version makes it make more sense, but I feel like it was pretty straightforward even the first time through. There's just more lore in the extended version. Oh, sorry about that. I had to ask about Nightfall. Let's see. It felt like a late birthday party. Oh, do you think Spoiler is actually dead? No. I don't, but if so, that's fucking wild. Hello, new. What do you do in these streams? I read chat, we chat, we talk, we hang out, we talk, I drink wine and we talk. Of Lanterns is good. Supergirl was underwhelming to me personally. I agree. It was very, very fine. I'm so scared for Lanterns. I have zero hype, unfortunately. I had zero hype until San Diego Comic-Con and the last trailer. I also read that very same thing. I've seen that theory as well, but I don't know. I really don't know. Did I already buy my Doomsday tickets? I haven't pre-ordered a ticket in 15 years. I'm probably not going to do it for this one either. Have I seen the trailer for Jumanji Open World? I have not. How's it looking? I don't mind the last couple of Jumanji movies. I don't love them, but they're fun. I'm really hoping to see Spider-Man today. Happy Spider-Man Day. Good luck. Hope you get to see it. I really quite enjoyed it. No, don't throw him. What do you mean, throw him? Are we talking about Terriermon? I think we were talking about Terriermon. Just finished Cape Crusader and wow, compared to season 1, so much more mature and dark. Felt like an adult version of the 90s show. Really hope it continues. Me too, man. Yeah, it is. There's a very noticeable increase in the maturity of it, especially in the graphic nature of it. Not like it's no Invincible, but it's definitely a step up. And that's because I got to interview the creators, the writers for the show at San Diego, and they were talking about how season 1 was originally made for HBO Max. Season 2 was made from the ground up after they had been sold to Amazon Prime, so season 2 was made for Amazon Prime, so they had a lot more freedom to do stuff over on Amazon, which is weird that you would think that. But I mean, look at The Boys, look at all that. So yeah, and it's not like they don't like leverage a lot of it. It still makes sense in the world, but it is definitely noticeably more graphic. I already looked at the theater in my area to get tickets for Spider-Man for my friend and I, but we would have been sitting in separate areas of the theater or in the front row. Going Tuesday, can't wait. That's one of the things it's one of the things I do not take for granted living where I do, is that you know, I booked like a, what was it? I went at 9 p.m. Thursday night, and I had so many options in the middle that were open, and it was so not packed. And there were other showings that were pretty filled out, but there was plenty of seats available all over the place for me. Have you watched The Man from Earth? It's an underrated sci-fi movie. Barely any reactors had it, although it's a cult classic. Never even heard of it. So that would be a no to the first question. But I mean, if somebody puts it on our poll, it wins a poll sometime down the road. Maybe I'll check it out. Let's see. Ain't GPing to see Spider-Man Brand New Day. I'm not giving Tom Holland any of my money. Okay, I mean, to me it's the best live action Spider-Man movie we've gotten. Like, blows. I mean, I like Spider-Man 2 fine enough, but the Tobey movies outside of a nostalgia aren't it. They're not it. This movie's fucking amazing. But do you, Daniel? Actually, honest on me, I was going to go myself yesterday, but I refunded my ticket on Tuesday instead because I wanted to go see it for the first time with my friend, and he is hyped. Hell yeah. How is My Adventures with Superman in comparison? I've been waiting for it to all be out. You mean just this season, or like the show as a whole? Are we talking just season 3 of My Adventures with Batman, season 2, or are we talking the whole show compared to one another? I recently started reading The Hobbit, and the concept that his beard in the books is so long it's below his waist. That it is. Very much so is. Gotta say, I don't remember seeing that amount of blood in season 1 of Cape Crusaders, because they definitely did not have that much blood in the first season. They really turned up the heat in this one. Yes, they did. They very, very much so did. Also, what's your theory on the post-credit scene for Brand New Day? Not something we can talk about here. Maybe next week. Next weekend, we can talk spoilers. This weekend, we're not talking spoilers. Going to see Spider-Man movie today with a friend. Watching everyone says spoiler-free reviews are giving me real high expectations. Hopefully it doesn't overshoot on the expectations. Okay, you just confirmed. My bad. I should have specified how season 3 of Superman compared to season 2 of Cape Crusader in quality. Is it as fun in your opinion? I mean, I like Cape Crusader. I like what they do with it. It's a fun, awesome story. Darker for sure. But My Adventures with Superman just has my heart, man. It's comfort, it's funny, it's action, I have to say, if I had to put them in an arena and fight to the death, I'd be rooting for fucking Superman. In this situation, in this case. I like both, but I just love My Adventures with Superman as a whole too much. So I would have to side with season 3 of My Adventures with Superman. Saw Spider-Man Brand New Day Friday, and everybody in my theater was clapping and cheering. Like I said, there wasn't a lot of people in my showing. We didn't have any hooping and hollering. I mean, there was a time or two where I was like, shit, or I laughed a little too loud, but we didn't have an uproarious theater, but there was only like maybe 10 people in my showing. I made sure to pick the one with the least amount of people though when I went, because I think like 6:30, the 7 o'clock, like everything up until the 9 one, once we started to hit the evening was way more packed. I haven't seen any Marvel past Captain America Brave New World. Do you think that I'm good for the new Spider-Man? Yeah, I mean, you really don't need to see anything else outside of, honestly, No Way Home. Punisher One Last Kill might help, because that kind of tells you where Frank is at the start of this. Because it basically leads right into it, effectively. But you don't need that either. You really don't this is one of those films where it's like, really the only thing you had to have seen before this would be the last Spider-Man movie. Though Thunderbolts, there maybe Thunderbolts, like talking about the world, Thunderbolts would also be one to watch. I don't remember if Thunderbolts came out before or after Captain America though. It was after, right? What, Thunderbolts was after. Is that right? Somebody correct me. Did it come out? Okay, I need to watch Thunderbolts then. That would be the next one. Okay, yeah. See, I couldn't remember. For some reason in my head, I had Thunderbolts coming out before Captain America. I would recommend Thunderbolts. There's some things that happen, there's some things in the world that you might be a little confused about if you missed Thunderbolts. Let's see. Oh yeah, all I saw was Jasperm. That's a first. Yep. That's just how my brain works, man. Take a drink, calm down. I'm gonna try, man. I'm gonna try. Let's see. Yes, Omni, don't be shy. Oh, they finally fixed it. They finally fixed it. They fixed it to where if I time somebody out, it actually removes it from StreamYard. Oh, gracious day. Yes, Omni, don't be shy to have preferences with how we ask questions. It's totally respectful. Yeah, I feel like I probably could have said it better, though. I'm in a mood today. Not a bad mood. I'm just, I don't know. Spicy, maybe. I'm feeling a little spicy today. That spoiler thing didn't help. One day I'll actually watch Avatar. Maybe I'll react to it or something. Wait, hold on. Like The Last Airbender? Like you've not watched the show at all? Hold on. Pause. Everybody stop. I gotta stop. I need you to stop anything you're doing and react to it. React to it. I'm jealous of anybody that got to actually react to it. It's such a staple reaction series. Like it's like that, Game of Thrones and Breaking Bad, I feel like are the top tier default reaction thing. And unfortunately I'd already seen all of these things before I ever started my channel, so I missed out on that wave. I saw whole channels birth themselves by watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like that's easy views and easy money, like right there. Like that is like cash now, but like it's worth it, man. A little bit of a copyright nightmare from what I've seen, but yeah, dude, let's react. That was the foundation of their entire channel. I love them so much. Anytime somebody starts up a new Avatar: The Last Airbender watch, I'm almost always there. But at this point, there's so many of them, I can't keep up anymore. Because once it came to Netflix like 2-3 years ago, there was an entire like renaissance on YouTube of new channels finally checking it out because there was somewhere easy to find it. Yeah, definitely make that a point. This is a pop culture intervention. Let's see. About to watch Avatar: Aang: The Last Airbender, so it won't be here for long. Just stop by to say hello and haven't been here for a bit. Well, hello and enjoy if you're still here at this point. Let's see. Howdy, Michael. Long time no see. I'm waiting to see Cape Crusader with a buddy of mine on Monday. In the broadest terms possible, did you like the new season? Oh yeah, yeah. I think I liked it more than season 1. I liked season 1 quite a bit, but I think this season was overall, I think, stronger. There's some real fun stuff in it. I will say it does end kind of abruptly. Or my previous comment, my bad. How hyped are you for lanterns? I'd say I'm like mildly hyped. I did get the ring, but it only fits my ring finger though. I got the sizes for these, I think, run small, so it actually doesn't fit the finger I wanted it to fit. So, unfortunate for me. I got home from a vacay. Hope you enjoyed. X-Men 97 was extremely confusing. Is this season going too slow or too fast? I wouldn't say either necessarily. I don't want Spider-Man till later. Yeah, this is when I was asking for Spider-Man peeps. So sad about Wonder Man. Yeah, dude, that sucks. I saw that news today too. That's unfortunate. Wonder Man was so good. It doesn't even need to get involved with the greater universe. Just fucking let it exist off on the side. I thought that show was so good. That breaks my heart a little bit, getting that news. What's Spider-Man? Thank you very much for no Spider-Man spoilers. Appreciate everyone who hasn't seen the movie yet. I'm trying, man. I am trying. Tonight. Also, thank you, Jazzy, for helping out with that. Daniel, you are so weird. Never! Tom Holland punched my mom. Like, he fucked Tom Holland. God. Tom Holland's like so much better than Tobey Maguire ever was. I'll say that right now. I don't care. I know that'll piss you off, but I kind of want to right now. God. Like, people stubbornly stuck in their ways. Like, I don't know why. It just weirdly irritates me. What's up, Lana? I feel like it's been for so long since we've seen Lana. Hi, Lana. Welcome back. Why do so many people spoil in the first place? I mean, I get wanting to like talk about it, wanting to have an outlet to talk about things. I will say this is one of those movies where it's like, it's real hard to talk non-spoilery about the movie because there's so much that goes on in the film, but it's so good. Can we talk about the most recent? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I already answered that one, as you acknowledged. Yeah, sure we can. Thank you, Omni, your goat. I'm certainly not, but I appreciate the sentiment. Listen, Omni is trying to save us from spoilers. I'm trying. Of course. So not everybody is online looking at stuff about the movie. Exactly. Darker, bloodier, I think more focused. I think a little more focused. It definitely has this like escalating, building tension from episode to episode because there's like a through line from episode 1 to episode 10 that just keeps building and building and building and building, and it's fun. I couldn't get opening weekend tickets when I tried almost 3 weeks ago, so going next weekend. So that's wild, man. Like I said, I do not take for granted living where I do. That sucks. Because it was stupid easy for me to get tickets on opening weekend. Booster Gold isn't canceled. They're just going to have a new writer and going to find another cast. It just shouldn't, we shouldn't even be talking about it right now. That shouldn't even be, I don't care what plan James Gunn has right now. that shouldn't even be something we're talking about or considering at the moment. But they did say it's not moving forward. Doesn't mean it won't down the line or get reworked in some way, but they're not moving forward at the moment. Thank you for confirming my suspicions about the character. Well, you could not be a dick about it. But you also don't know who I was talking about or what I was talking about. And I'm not going to confirm nor deny. There's a lot of things about the trailers that were very, very misleading, I'll say. A lot of things about the trailers that were very, very misleading in so many facets. Like, it's one of those things where it's like the trailers feel like they show so much. You're like, oh my God, what's left to hide in the movie? A lot. And the greater implications for the MCU as a whole, especially moving forward in this new era, there's some stuff. New music in the background for now. Yeah, I was like, I need a little bit of a break from You Will Be Okay. So we're just putting on some Kingdom Hearts because I'm in a very Kingdom Hearts mood this last week or so. Booster Gold isn't canceled. I saw that they're looking for other creators in the show and new writers room. It should be canceled. Like they shouldn't be doing it. I can't answer that, Lana. Let's see. Forgot to ask, have you seen the White Dragon trailer? And are you going to see it? I have a big question. If you were a Colossus, if you were Colossus, and if you were the judge, what would your verdict be? I want to side with Kurt. Like, I want to believe no one is beyond redemption. But that doesn't mean he's not guilty. You know, so like, I don't know. It's such a sticky place to be on. But I did see the Legend of the White Dragon trailer. Looks real interesting. Looks like fucking wild. Whenever it's out, I might have to give it a go. Wonder Man also killed off, apparently. Yeah. Is it okay to ask about what was said in Hall H at Comic-Con? Yeah. I mean, anything that was said, it's all public information. The only things that aren't public is the Spider-Man Brand New Day clip that they showed and the Doomsday, the undisclosed Doomsday trailer that they showed. Everything else is public information. Let's see. I've been reading so many comics recently that some standouts where Harleen, the winning card, and the Identity Crisis. What are your favorites and any recents? I mean, right now, like, I mean, like I've said this many times, I don't really read the comics, but simply I read about the comics more than I've ever read the comics, if that makes any sense. It's just easier. There's just too many comics to read. So I'd rather read about them. But I will say one line that's been piquing my interest as of late is the Absolute line. I've been very, very interested about all of that. Also, RIP to Blade and Wonder Man. Yeah, Blade is another one that got kicked to the side as well. Mahershala's off of it now. It's basically just right back into the shitter. I don't even think... I think they're not even moving forward with it now, right? Love James Gunn DC so far, but the fact that they're not actively setting up their big players is very concerning. The whole plan is so concerning right now, and I like Peacemaker a lot until they like really annoyingly went a weird direction in the back half of season 2. Creature Commandos I really liked. Superman, a majority of it I liked. Supergirl was fine. Like the strongest use of the word fine I can give. It was okay. There's some really bright shining moments in it. There are some that are stanky turds. But I want to be so much more locked into it than I am right now. And I'm thinking after this like new trailer and the things at Comic-Con or whatever that we got, Lanterns might have gone from the thing that I was least excited for to the thing that I'm like, this might turn my opinion around. I'm hoping. I want to love it. I'm so sick and tired of it being a DC fan and not being happy with being a DC fan. So Obi wants to get to phase 2 of the DCU. We start getting Booster Gold. I hope he's not gone from the universe forever. He should be like a phase 3, 4, 5 thing in my head. I don't know why on earth he was considered for phase 1. Last one I promise, but what's your thoughts on Nightcrawler, and do you think he's top 5 swordsman? I mean, I love Nightcrawler. I love his sensibilities, his moral compass, like his demeanor, his morality, ethics, all that. Top 5 swordsman? No. Probably not in the slightest, I would imagine. It's so crazy how much the new Black Panther looks like Chadwick. Perfect casting, man. And he's just a phenomenal fucking actor. See you, buddy. And sorry if I made you upset. I didn't mean to. You're good. You're good. Just shotgun questions left and right, which is all fun and games. Just parse it out more. I don't... Spread them out. Spread them out a little bit. What's the most surprising thing to come out of Comic-Con for you? Most surprising thing? Not even an announcement. It's just that Jack Quaid watches my Superman reactions. I'll go with that. As far as like official announcements, probably the Ryan Gosling Ghost Rider thing. Oh, how did I find out about the Jack Quaid thing? By talking to Jack Quaid. I was at the IGN after party, I think it was Friday night, and he was there. And it was like right as the night was winding down, the security guards were trying to get everybody out of the venue. He was talking to some people, and I just walked up and started talking to him. And he was like, "You're Omni Media. I'll watch your reactions." And I was like, as of course, like I usually do, I freeze like a deer in headlights, and yeah, he knows that he knew off without any hesitation the name of the channel. So, yeah, that was awesome. That made my weekend. Does see Steve Lacy spoiled Sadie Sink's character on premiere night on live TV? I didn't see it, but I heard about it. I did hear about that. Yeah, it was Jack who met Omni. Care about Wonder Man Season 2 getting canceled? I do care about that. I wish that didn't get canceled. I only asked the question because Kevin said they announced 2 films for 2028 so far, which made me think maybe we'll get one more that year. I mean, maybe, but he did say at one point that they was trying not to go do more than 2 in a year now. At one point. In Jack's defense, you're really the only channel that does my adventures with Superman reactions, and we love you for it. That is very true. I am one of the few. I think I know of 2 others. Elijah just started it, like season 1 about a month or 2 ago. She still hasn't finished season 1, and I think Chainsaw, maybe. I thought Chainsaw was reacting to it, but maybe I could be wrong about that. But yeah, I don't really know too many others. But I'll take it. I don't care. I'll take it. Is Bleach that good? Is the only big anime I haven't seen, and I'm more 6 episodes into One Piece, so maybe after I catch up. I like Bleach quite a bit. I mean, Thousand Year Blood War, there's no filler. It's pedal to the floor. It's what I wish the whole series was adapted like, in the way that they paced things. Because the original series, there's filler, there's large fillers, there's some dragged out annoying bits here and there, but I love it. I would say, I mean, right now, I like it more than One Piece. Naruto's still my favorite, even though, God, Naruto's filler is the worst out of all of them. But, yeah, no, I love the fuck out of Bleach, man. Especially this new series. It's not really a new series. It's more of a continuation, even if it has a new title, whatever. I hated this arc when I read it. When I was reading it week to week when every chapter would come out. Did not like this arc. The anime adaptation of it might have turned it into one of my favorite arcs in the entire series. It's that fucking awesome. The animation is fucking peak as hell too, especially now. Maybe not so much back in the main series, but Thousand Year Blood War, the current arc that's going on, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. Keep emergency Pop-Tarts for sudden sweet tooth moments. I don't know that a Pop-Tart would have hit what I was actually needing last night, though. Like, I had some sweet stuff, but not what I was... Like, I would have loved, like, a cake, a cookie, hell, ice cream, I think, last night, when that craving hit. I don't know. I think the plan is 2 to 3 films a year, 1 to 2 live-action shows, 1 to 2 animated shows per year. Not sure if that's changed so recently. There was a new statement that was, like, in the last week, where he was talking about changing things that was a little bit different than what was said before, because that was what was said before, but I could be misremembering. Also in the comics, any Marvel recs, as I have been on DC for ages looking to get into Marvel. I would not be the guy to ask for that. Marvel is my weak suit. Just drive to my McDonald's, that's like 5 minutes away. Literally just got back, got myself a sweet drink and some pie. Well, haha, good on you. Did you hear about Wonder Man Season 2 getting? Yeah, we literally have been talking about that. Though, to be fair, calm down, me. This comment was posted 30 minutes ago. So we would not have even gotten to that point. Happy August, Omni. Hope all is well. You as well, Andrea. Cool to see Ghost Rider coming back to the big screens. Hope Gabriel Luna also makes a return one day. That would be cool. That would be cool. Just fooling around, you know, I made a video. Then why'd you ask, Daniel? Why'd you ask? Fooling around my ass. There, Omni, saw that you were going to react to Ruby Volume 1. I'd love to see you join our ranks. Yes, I will get around to that at, hopefully in the next month, I think is when I'm going to be trying to get around to it. I dare you to say the Lantern Oath. I don't remember it off the top of my head. I remember a part of it, but like once I get towards the end, I get a little shaky. Because it's in brightest day and blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Of those are worships evil might, feel my power of Green Lantern's light. Is that it? I feel like I missed a line. I don't remember. I don't think I'll stay long. It's been a tough week. Went to our Pride last Saturday and someone drove into the crowd. Oh God. Gladly I was already home by then, but I cried for days and feel like a mess. That's fucked, man. That is fucked. I'm glad you weren't there for that though, but it's still like absolutely fucked that somebody would do something like that, though. Like Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, the film was a horrible adaptation, but Millie was great in the role. I agree with that. I agree with that sentiment. Millie was great. Movie, not so much. Pretty excited for Lanterns, though. Don't know how far along you want on recording One Piece, but just letting you know it's tradition to have donuts at the end of episodes 483 and 484. I'm at 422 was the last episode I watched. I still got a ways away, but that is interesting. Okay? Wonder why. And had to buy tickets for Doomsday on a Sunday because Thursday through Saturday was all sold out in my theater. Sheesh. Damn. Love the Kingdom Hearts music on this stream, bud. Hell yeah. Wait, you can already get tickets for Doomsday? You can. Hello. Can't wait for Queen of the Damned. Me either, man. I'm really excited for that. Yeah, I went to 9 a.m. Thursday morning and my local was empty-ish. Wednesday all day was packed, however. Sorry for asking questions when I stayed on the last one. It was just really nice to talk to you, Omni. Makes my day better. I really appreciate you, and I think you as a friend. It's all good, man. All good. Just spread it out. Spread it out. Spread it out. I know I'm a nerd, but pre-ordering tickets just feels like too nerd, if you know, you know. Maybe I'm just too broke, though. I usually wait till tickets get their cheapest. Well... there was a point where there were some movie like Endgame I had to pre-order. Revenge of the Sith I had to pre-order. Those are the only two times I remember having to pre-order. Even here where I live, I had to pre-order those tickets because they were fucking packed. Yeah, I don't wait because I can't wait for the channel. 2, I just don't want to get spoiled. And 3, I'm just that excited. There's no way in hell I'm not day oneing certain things. Did I see that Johnny Depp Ebenezer trailer? Have I seen the trailer? No. Did I see that he was popping up as Ebenezer in San Diego? Yes. But no, I haven't actually seen the trailer for it. X-Men got a new member at the end of the episode. I was like wondering how this awesome mutant will join the X-Men because he was an X-Men in Pride. Well, the X-Men, the failed pilot in the 80s. I don't know who you're talking about. Pride of the X-Men was on YouTube and you're watching it. Quite fantastic. Dick is on sale. Competed with Dune. Dune is reserved. The IMAX screens, yes. When yesterday when the whole mall of the theater had lost power for half an hour in. Ooh. Used my rain check ticket to see it this morning. I've had that happen before. It was that something like that happened when I went to go see Captain America, the first one. There was a massive storm that knocked out the power to the theater, and we got a rain check ticket for it because it happened right as Red Skull was revealing himself. Time to lobby / bribe Patreon people to have Sheep Detectives win one of the movie polls. Well, if you're going to lobby or bribe, you could simply just go to Patreon. Is it better than No Way Home? I like it better than No Way Home. I mean, it's a much more focused, personal character story than No Way Home. I like it. I think it's the most Spider-Man anyone's ever Spider-Man'd. Yes, I want Sheep Detectives reaction so bad. Thanks for that. I give Brand New Day an 8 out of 10 purely as I didn't love the villain, but it did felt like a comic, which is the biggest compliment. Can't wait to rewatch and reevaluate, but maybe my taste is bad. As Raimi 3 is in my top 3. I saw that movie 3 times in theaters. I saw Spider-Man 3 times in theaters. I would never put it in my top 3 though. Never. Never. But hey, your scale's your scale. Your scale's your scale. Give damn, I need to rewatch Thunderbolts, or watch Thunderbolts. So I Spider-Man on Screen X because it was the first movie that was specifically shot for it. Amazing experience. Yeah, Screen X I've never done, 40X never done, IMAX never done. I'm not driving 3 to 4 hours and fighting through the tickets to get through any of that shit. Don't know how much it's worth it though. Maybe it'd change my life, but I've never done it. If they're already casting X-Men, they've been casting since May, makes me hopeful X-Men will release May 2028. It will not be that soon, man. If they're casting right now, the movie won't be ready that fast. They gotta shoot, they gotta turn around. You're looking at least another year and a half. If everything is already contracted and scheduled, there's no way. Sassy Omni, best Omni. Debatable. Debatable. You guys are into service, not watching it. Love Sassy Omni, Peak Media. Peak Media. Missing Peak. Also, Aang the movie and Legend of Korra. Haven't seen Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones. You are missing out, but I'm so jealous. So jealous. Like, those are priority reaction shows. Never seen Game of Thrones or Breaking Bad. You are missing out on what? Three quarters of Game of Thrones is peak. All of Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad, in my opinion, is the best TV show ever made. Maybe not my favorite TV show ever made, but it's the best TV show ever made. Yes. Did I watch Pseudo Stupid's reaction to Ala? I did. I did indeed. Game of Thrones, I can forgive that show. Got shot to shit. Yeah. It did, but like the first couple of seasons are still so peak. Breaking Bad looks so dark, I just skipped it. It is dark, but it's also humorous. Like, it's got a good balance. But when it's dark, it's pretty dark. It's not near as dark as Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is way darker, though. Says I watched the OG right now and there in the final episode, so I'm still waiting. Got a new fan cast. Hear me out. Garrett Waring, the actor from The Long Walk, as Angel in X-Men. Garrett Waring. I could see that. I could see that, actually. I really want to get an Alan Scott ring, but I want it to last. Normal Green Lantern fans are so lucky. True. Yeah, getting an Alan Scott ring that's worth a damn is very difficult, for sure. The previous Lanterns trailer didn't get you more hyped, Omni? The one we just got, yeah. The one we just got, like, last weekend. Yeah, that one. That one did. I think we're going to start seeing more Disney Plus characters disappear as we approach Secret Wars, since it's a soft reset of the universe. I mean, that's also very possible. Actually. Love them all equally. I don't. Hot take is that Toby is the worst Spider-Man we've ever had. This is weird because, like, there's pros and cons about each of them, and I hate, like, obviously if you're ranking somebody has to be at the bottom of it. But if we're talking live action Spider-Man, maybe Japanese Spider-Man, because that one is so far off the rails, and it's a cheap way to get out of having to rank any of them right now. I don't care, I want Spider-Man. Tom Holland is one of the best Spider-Man in my opinion. I think he's like, as far as like the characterization in and out of the suit, it's perfect. It's as close to perfect as we will ever get. Maybe the storylines around him, not so much. Most notably, Homecoming through No Way Home. The storylines are very different. I'd say I think Tobey's movies are like the storylines, the movies plots are some of the best Spider-Man stuff we've had, with an okay Spider-Man and Peter Parker. Andrew's movies, we had a great Peter, we had a great Spider-Man. We had a great Spider-Man, okay Peter, and the movies around him sucked ass. And then Tom is like Peter perfection with some weird configuration issues because of the world he was injected into that I feel like Brand New Day fixes. We're not even going to talk about Spider-Man Lotus. That's not even a real thing. That's a fan thing. I'm not even going to entertain the idea of that even being in the echelon. At least Japanese Spider-Man, for all of the tongue-in-cheekiness of me even mentioning it, at least it's a real production, like a professional production. But yes, that is a equally good cop-out answer, Subble. It's barely been some time. I went out at a lot of concerts, festivals. Hard to join the chat in the middle of a Pitbull party. I mean, you could try. Maguire is awesome as Spider-Man. He's decent. He was good for the time. Just got news that Vincent Pastore from The Sopranos passed away at the age of 80. Not familiar with who they are, but R.I.P. Andrew was great as Spider-Man, but you could never convince me he was bullied in high school. He was like a male model. Yeah. That's one of those. There's a couple of different things about his Peter characterization that I didn't love. But yeah. I feel like my favorite Spider-Man is the one from the 90s animated series. I really like that version of Peter. I mean, we're including like every version of Peter. I mean, up until this point, we had really just been talking about live action. I like that one a lot. I think my favorite overall is probably Insomniac's Spider-Man. How's Brand New Day? I thought it was fucking sick as hell. Awesome. Go watch. Grew up with Tobey Maguire. He's my Spider-Man. I also grew up with Tobey, man. I'm fucking almost 40. I grew up with fucking Tobey. So, I'm just not beholden to Tobey in that way. There can be more than one Spider-Man we love. From the sound of things, Amy Pascal hoped Tom stay Spider-Man for Spider-Man 5 and 6. They said they have like a plan to get to like a baton passing. So while I don't think this is going to be our last time, obviously, with him, we'll probably have a good run. But I think like eventually we're going to be like, trying to move away from Peter. I think Tom Holland will be in the next two movies before passing the mantle to Miles. That seems to be what they've been describing right now as the plan. Have I met Tom Holland? No, I have not met Tom Holland. I mean, he wasn't there, so he hasn't been anywhere I've ever been, so no. When you mentally rank Spider-Man, do you count animated? No. Do you count non-Peter Parkers? No. I mean, because there hasn't been, because when I'm thinking about these, I'm thinking about live action, and we haven't had any other Spider-Man other than Peter right now. Trying hard not to spoil anything, Spider-Man, but can I ask, how do you feel about the certain spot in space? No. I don't think it's quite the spoiler, so delete if that was a good example of Keith David. but a good example was Keith David. I don't even understand this comment, to be honest. No, don't spam messages, people. Booster shouldn't be a priority when we don't have a Batman or Wonder Woman yet. 100%. Have I played Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight? No, I have not. Not. Though I might eventually if I ever have the time. Phase 1 should have been main heroes like Batman, Wonder Woman. Hell, even Teen Titans. I don't think it needs to be, but like there needs to be more foundational stuff building in. I mean, we're gonna have 2 Superman movies before we have 2 Kryptonian-based movie, 3 Kryptonian-based movies before we have anything else set in stone. Superman 1, Supergirl, Superman 2, nothing else. You know, then some of that stuff is going to be in the shows like Lanterns, but not everybody's going to watch that though. I don't know, man. It's just real weird. Really curious on how they do pick back up Booster Gold and how they're going to fit him into the Blue Beetle being canonized. Questions as good as mine, man. Is it okay to talk about the Legend of Aang movie that came out? Yes. Yeah, we can talk about that. Have I seen Yu-Gi-Oh before? If you haven't, I'd love to react to all the series. I've seen the original all the way through. I tried to watch GX, but I just, could not get into it. And after all the weird gimmicks of every other series I saw after that, I don't even want to try with any of the other ones. Fucking a card game on motorcycles? No. We've lost the plot. Japan and their need to turn children's games into these high sweeping, high stakes fucking anime, it's wild the lengths some of them go to. Like Yu-Gi-Oh was already pushing it in its original series, but at least it created a lore around it, which made some sense. But I love Yu-Gi-Oh. I love playing it. I've got some Yu-Gi-Oh shit back there. I got me a Yami, I got me a Dark Paladin, a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. I got a couple things. My deck is somewhere, but outside of Yu-Gi-Moto and that story, I'm good. Wonder Man was killed off already? The show was, not the character. Fell off of Wonder Man, and I really enjoyed what I saw. Really bummed about the cancellation. The only show that really felt really good. I kind of agree. It was I don't know, man. It was such a refreshing watch because it was so unlike anything we'd seen up until this point. James Gunn looked at scripts first before moving forward, but the script for Supergirl wasn't good, at least in my opinion. I'll watch it again on digital to see if I still feel that way though. Yeah, that comment really doesn't feel all that great after seeing Supergirl. You know, I don't know. Doesn't instill confidence right now for me. So like, we're only going to greenlight scripts that are just like top tier good shit, and then Supergirl got out the door in that form. Apparently Supergirl had a lot of studio interference, and who's running the studio? Safran and James Gunn. So what would that film look like otherwise? Apparently there was supposedly a lot of tensions behind Supergirl as far as visions go between what the director wanted and what the studio wanted. Not a good start either if that's true. Yeah, Absolute is phenomenal and a good jump on point, if anything. Yeah, just starting off with a whole universe that's completely all to its own. Yeah, I'm very intrigued about this, and we're getting an animated series based around Absolute Batman, so I'm looking forward to it either way. How do you feel about the Punisher and Spider-Man as a duo after watching Brand New Day? Do you like Daredevil and the Punisher better? They have very different dynamics. The way I would describe it, the Punisher Spider-Man relationship is like they're like siblings is what the relationship vibes come off as. like an older brother trying to look out for their like more talented kind of prodigy young child brother, but they fight like brothers. Like the Punisher and Daredevil's their relationship is like that of peers. Like they are in the same, they are on the same pedestal with one another on experience of worldliness and all that, but they also don't see the world the same. So their interactions are similar but very, very different. But I will say I really enjoy watching The Punisher and Spider-Man. Probably one of my favorite aspects of the movie. Big same on that comic thing. My friend is obsessed with the comics and is trying to get me to read every single Superman comic. Love her, but no thanks. There's just too many. There's just too many like pathos, lore, whatever. There's just too much. So I save my time by reading about them. That's how I get my knowledge. Wikis, breakdowns, videos, and summaries, explanations of, because going through every single issue is physically impossible and expensive. Yeah, last I mentioned how many comics I read was about 3 streams ago. I believe it was around 500 comics read. Now I'm at 1,000. Yet again, I've barely scratched the surface. Yeah, nowhere near scratching the surface of like the entire like bibliography of everything. Superman was 9 out of 10 for me. Loved it. Unfortunately, Supergirl was 6 out of 10. Hopefully they pick it up, but people saying it's already fallen apart are a bit silly to me. Can't really fall apart when you haven't built it up yet. That's the thing. I don't feel like we've actually built a foundation yet. Superman was an okay foundation, but it's still unstable to me. It's not enough. It's not enough. I just don't have enough confidence in the vision yet. Because Superman for me was like a 7.5, maybe 8 out of 10. Supergirl, I'd say a 5. I would give Supergirl a 5. Like those adventurous avenues for DC should be films like Clayface, not fucking Booster Gold. A film that's written by a horror icon. I mean, there is that benefit that Mike Flanagan wrote the script for Clayface. So I'm definitely, that's one of those things where like, I don't know why we're doing this, but at least it's like different. It looks different, feels different. I'll hear it out. Like how we finally got to the scene where, from the book, where Rhaenyra cuts herself on the throne, because in the book, that means the throne is rejecting her. I mean, they set that up in the show as well, as if a king or whoever sets the throne, if they get nicked by it, they're not worthy of being there. Both her father and her were nicked by it. So now I was waiting to see if she ever would, but yeah. Oh crap, now I know Vince Pittore. He was on The Sopranos. I met him once by accident. Did not even know who he was at the time. Square One in the biggest mall in Canada. Got his autograph. That's cool. Don't know what y'all's problem is with I feel mostly happy as a DC fan. Yeah, I know, I'm in the minority. Just leave me in my Delulu state. I wish I could be, man. The happiest I've been was with the Arrowverse and the animated movies at the time. Like with the DC AMU. They counterbalanced my depression from the film side of things pretty nicely. Love the Jumanji open world trailer. It was awesome, and it's going to be the last and final movie. You should do a reaction to it on your channel. I haven't covered any of the other ones. I've seen all the other ones in theaters. I feel like it'd be a little weird just to do the last one. But we'll see. Yeah, we talked about the Jack Quaid thing. As a big Hal Jordan girly, I'm so worried about him not making it. That's the overwhelming sentiment that I've been seeing from a lot of people. And the trailer definitely does give that vibes that he might not survive the show. We'll see, though. We'll see. Everyone brings up The Long Walk and Alien, but David was phenomenal in Waste Man? Highly recommended to anyone wanting a darker role from him. Never even heard of it. But yeah, the two things I have seen him in are The Long Walk and Alien. And he was the highlight of both for me. Speaking of David Johnson, you hear that Fede Alvarez left the Alien Romulus sequel and is effectively off Alien. Yeah, I heard that, I saw an article saying that Alien Romulus' sequel just kind of hit a massive roadblock. I didn't read into what it was, but, yeah, that sucks. But I don't think it's a huge missed opportunity, but I liked Romulus a lot. It was Jack who met Omni. Of that, at the end of season 2 of X-Men 97, there was a big battle with the X-Men, X-Force, X-Factor, Weapon X, the Acolytes, and Magneto, and Fantastic Four, and the Spider-Man will all join the final battle. What the fuck? I just want everybody ever to be in the last episode of this. Let's go. Free for all. Mr. I'm not the GOAT, but I appreciate the sentiment. Jack watches you. You're the GOAT, Omni. I don't know if that's enough, but I'll take it. Yeah. There are too few My Adventures with Superman reacts. That's very true. I 100% agree. Shame for such a great show. You would still be my number one if there were more, though. Thank you. I appreciate that. It actually, and it does, by comparison to, I mean, it's stomping like something like House of the Dragon for me, too. House of the Dragon's barely even, well, let's be honest, at this point, not even worth reacting to with how it does on the channel and how much it costs to actually like have it edited. It's not even that watched on Patreon either. But My Adventures with Superman, though, that's a quick and easy edit, and it pays it back. I don't know, man. Weird how the YouTube shit has shifted around, man. House of the Dragon used to pull shit for me, but not such an underrated show. By far my favorite Superman show since the 90s series. I agree. Up again, Doctor Strange 3 movie. My handsome goatee sorcerer needs his trilogy. I hope so too. I do as well. 2 at very least, very most 3 films in the sweet spot for Marvel at this point. Definitely not 4 ever again. Great year for Marvel would be 2 movies, 2 animated shows, 2 live action shows, and that's it. So you'll see what the post-Secret Wars even looks like at this point. Yeah, because he said Secret Wars will bring it into a lot of storylines that began in the MCU and some storylines that began before the MCU. And that Secret Wars is both the end of all those story threads and the beginning of a whole new world. By the way, did you have time to watch Hoppers? No, I've not. I have not right now, no. Heard good things about it, man. Heard good things about it, but not yet. This processed ash sugar cookies are the best kind of sugar sweet tooth hitter. Dude, give me some like mall sugar cookies. I don't know what it is. Like every time I gotten a sugar cookie from a mall, it's always been the best. And it's just so sugary. It's probably should be a crime, but it's so good. Yeah, everybody's like, I watch it on Patreon. I watch it on Patreon. I didn't say no one watches it on Patreon. Have you heard of the show from UK called Google Box? It's basically a reaction show. Shows off some of Britain's most opinionated and avid viewers filmed in their own homes while they watch the week's television highlights. Never heard of that. That sounds such an interesting concept. Okay. Okay, Emrys. Sorry. Misunderstood, which is, I guess, understandable in the cavalcade of comments to get through here. Apologies then for directing some ire towards you. If you work at McDonald's like me, you would get some sweets every day for your break, and I know you're jealous. Ahaha. Yeah, when I worked at McDonald's, I never took advantage of the McFlurry machine or any of the other things in there. I mostly took advantage of the fact that I could make sure that when I had my lunch, the fries were peak. And it wasn't ass like everybody would get outside. Stimpy here in the UK, been day drinking, so before guy in my profile pic is the GOAT and needs a project soon. Have a great day, man. I would love a fucking Nightwing project for sure. I'll second that sentiment. Are there any kitties in the room? Under the desk, maybe? I don't think anybody's in here right now. Yeah, no, I think I'm all by my lonesome at the moment. Beware my power, Green Lantern's light. When I said it, I did say that. Hope everyone's all well. I'm only on season 2, episode 3 of Cape Crusader, and I'm loving the show. It's hitting the same beats as season 1 in a great way. Seems like you are enjoying it with the way you churned out your reactions. Mostly just because I needed to stay on any kind of schedule moving forward. At least for the time being, this is my last, dump. For, how did we end up so far away from here? Hold up, where are we at? Oh my god, this stream's gonna get fucking claimed again because we ended up on some other fucking... I had it set to loop! Why? God damn it, man. Fuck off. YouTube is out to sabotage me, man. Yeah. Emotional support kitties we need. Games for the UK. Have you seen the Carrie trailer? I have, and it looks so fucking awesome. Dude, I'm crying. This guy did not say that about that One Piece episode. Huh? I did not say that about that One Piece ep. I don't know where you're talking. I don't know what you mean. I don't understand what this was what this was supposed to be here. Kind of a question, but do you have a favorite musical? No. Where'd you go? Where'd my... Eat me where? Fuck. Probably Hairspray. Hairspray or Rent. Probably Hairspray. Or when you first watch Ruby Collar trailers, everybody's already, I appreciate it. Everybody's already reminded me about that. But I appreciate that. To watch the 4 trailers before watching episode 1. Yeah, there we go. And I have to ask, was the Lantern's Reigns con only? As far as I know, they were this specific one, as of right now, I think was only available at the convention. You guys have something like the unlimited card we have in Germany. I pay £25 a month, or euros a month, to go watch movies whenever and how often I want. Also good for pre-sales. It depends on the theater. Like AMC does something like that with their A+ thing, and then Regal has one, which I have, because we have one Regal in the state. Not the state. Within 3 hours of me, we have one Regal. So that's the one I usually go to because they have a pass. But obviously I've been too busy, so I have not been taking advantage of it in the way that I would like to. But that's what I do. But it's based on the chain here. Final quote for Kevin that I put part of here is released yesterday. Can I put it here if that's okay? I love the interviews he does over the years. As long as it's not going to take up too much space. So the enemies are trailer before Brand New Day. It looks terrible. I haven't seen the trailer, so I can't speak on it. I just know that Johnny Depp, they had like the facing of the Scrooge store built out on 5th Avenue in San Diego. And at certain times during the day, he would come out and in full costume and do some Scrooge stuff, I guess. I never was there present for it, but I saw videos of it. Let's see. There was an animated Final Fantasy movie I went to that accidentally loaded the second reel first. So it started halfway through the movie and we were all confused. Oh God. I mean, I would say which one, but if it was at a theater or anything like that, it had to have been Spirits Within, because I don't think Advent Children ever got a theatrical release. Without getting too deep in the weeds about it, Spider-Man Day felt the most like a Spider-Man comic out of any live-action Spider-Man film, on the cinematography and narrative level. 100% agree. 100% agree. Do have a question though. Why haven't they introduced Kitty / Shadowcat? We haven't seen her since Wolverine the X-Men show. I hope we see her. She's one of my favorites. I also really like Kitty, so I would like to see her get around to being introduced at some point. As to why, no idea. He indeed Spider-Man, the Spider-Maniest I've ever seen. Oh yeah, it would change your life. Let it be dramatic, but Brand New Day low-key changed my life. The swinging scenes are insane when you have peripheral vision added. Ooh, that would be sick. That would be pretty sick. Pierce Brosnan would have been awesome Mr. Sinister on the X-Men movie if he was a bit younger. I don't know that I would agree with that. Beep boop. I gotta work and lurk, but sending my big goofy waves and happy Saturdays, Omni and chat. Well, enjoy your work, Rebecca. Hope you have a nice little afternoon. Lurk away, and don't get too swept up to the weeds. Hope work is nice, simple, and easy for you on a Saturday. Loki's sad about the casting Emma Frost as older, seen as the Charlie's and Eric's castings rumors are slightly younger, which is not normal for the comic age gap. Just because the actors are a certain age doesn't mean the characters are. Always keep that in mind. The characters are not always the actor's age. I mean, fuck, look at Tom Holland. He's 30. Peter's not 30 in the movie. Just don't want to watch Game of Thrones because of the ending, because everyone hates it and it ruins the show. I've seen some people watch it all the way straight through and not be bothered by it at all. Wish I could be one of them, though. Only show to rival Breaking Bad, in my opinion, is Better Call Saul for obvious reasons. Yeah, I kind of agree. You excited about Wolverine? And how do you feel about the actor who's voicing him? In your opinions, what's your favorite voice for Wolverine? Steve Blum, William Dot, I think is his name. I mean, the game, I haven't seen the new story trailer that came out at Comic-Con. I didn't see that. I missed that panel and I haven't looked into the trailer since then. But I mean, I like the direction they're going with it. I like what I have seen. I don't remember the voice all that well, though, to be honest with you. When I hear Wolverine's voice, I hear like the X-Men 97 thing in my head. So that's like my voice for Wolverine when I'm thinking about it. Toby walks so Android could let Quinn fall. Oh God. Now Thomas swinging it the best. Jeez, that's so fucking funny. How you feeling about Cape Crusader Season 2? Love it. I mean, I finished it last night. I really enjoyed it. That's very morbid. Is there someone in the Marvel that you will be particularly upset if they get a downer end to their story instead of a happy ending? Like they've been through too much, they need a happy ending. Loki. I swear to God. With the whole thing with the series, with everything that built up to with the tree, now the unraveling of the multiverse, and he's like the thing holding it together. I really just hope we're not going to end this all with killing another Loki. Stop killing Loki. That's all I'm asking. JSA film would be so kick-ass in the DCU, especially where they can provide more context in the beginning text to Superman. I also feel like we want to see those guys done justice after Stargirl. Yeah, JSA story set in this would be real fucking sick. That would be, that feels like a little bit of a no-brainer to me. Like, I like that a lot, actually. Most notably, Homecoming through No Way Home. So everything but Brand New Day. Pretty much. I love how Omni explaining all the Spider-Mans with Kingdom Hearts music makes it so dramatic. Do you think Brand New Day will get the Iron Lad shit people say for Tom? I mean, probably from some people, but it is well far and away. I mean, all of that is stripped away. This is just Tom. This is just Peter handling his own shit solo, and that's kind of the arc, is that. What are your thoughts on no films between Doomsday and Secret Wars? There used to be a July 2027 date, but that was removed. I thought there would be a Doctor Strange 3. You're not alone in that thought. A lot of people thought that as well. But yeah, they have since removed that date, so it will be Doomsday and then immediately Secret Wars. Nothing in between. I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. I have a friend that ranted about Spider-Man Lotus too, and now every time we have a conversation about Spider-Man, she's like, Lotus is your favorite, right? And she drives me crazy. Oh God. The only thing that was holding Tom back for me was how he was being handled as just a kid in the Home trilogy. Brand New Day rectified all that. Yeah, tenfold. Tenfold for sure. And to be honest, I haven't seen Brand New Day at all. I just know that, spoiler, I said because of the asshole of the singer. And how do you feel about that? It's fine. I love the way they used it. It was not something I anticipated at all. It was very creative, real sick, and yeah, when we could talk about it, we could talk about it. Brand New Day was like a 9 out of 10 for me. I could settle with that. I don't think I'd give it a 10 out of 10, but it's definitely at minimum a 9 for me. Everversion Peter, spectacular sweeps, no diffs. Sorry, never seen it. People sing high praises of Spectacular, but I've not seen enough to be impressed yet. And by seen enough, I haven't seen anything. I will say I don't like the art style. Is it the one that I'm thinking of? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. One day, maybe I'll check it out. Do you think Tom Spider-Man will be in Secret Wars? Yeah, I definitely don't think Doomsday. But if there's a Spider-Man appearance, it's probably going to be in Secret Wars. I really don't think we'll see any Spider-Mans. Because since we're dealing with teams from multiple universes, I don't think we're going to really dive into that in Doomsday. I think Doomsday out of the two will be probably more focused, but if anything, I'd bet money they're probably saving any of that for Secret Wars. Yeah, very cheap cop-out answer. Me personally, I thought it'd be a hot take, but my favorite Spider-Man is Peter B. Parker in the Spider-Verse movies. But live action, I'd probably say Tom. I like Peter B. Parker, but he's definitely, I don't know. He's got a lot of the base qualities, but not maybe top 5, but he's I don't know. Don't know. Is Peter Parker Spider-Man? Don't know. At SEC, was there a sizzle reel? There was a sizzle reel at Hall H Marvel panel that showed Toby's Spider-Man. Could he possibly be secretly in Doomsday? In Doomsday? I mean, maybe. I feel like if we're going to see any Spider-Man, it'll probably be in Secret Wars. But when they showed that sizzle reel, they showed every Marvel thing that they have the allowance to use. Toby, Andrew, all of the Fox X-Men, both the original, the reboot, onward, Logan, and then of course all the Marvel stuff. They showed fucking everything in that. So who knows? Chris Grohl went out that fast? Holy cow. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And deserved. Fuck that dude. I actually really like Spider-Man from Edge of Time, the video game, if you've ever played it. Yeah, no, I haven't played Edge of Time, or what was that other one? Shattered Web, or whatever it is, Web of Shadows. I haven't played any of those. Not familiar. There go Batman. I don't like how old Hal is as well. Yeah, he's been Green Lantern for a long time in this universe. I mean, he's way older than Clark is right now. There's a lot of weird stuff like that, you know, especially since Batman's already older. He's already got Damian as his Robin too. It's a lot of weird stuff that they decided to do for the DCU. Take care, Omni. I'm going to my neighbor's birthday party. Take it easy and have a great weekend. You as well, D. Cole. Enjoy the party. Clayface has to debut the Batman actor to get the ball rolling. I mean, that would be cool. It would be a cool way to set that off. I would like that, but I doubt. I don't know. I'm not going to expect to see Batman in it, I'll say. At least we're getting a Lantern series and it's R-rated, which is weird because what if it's important and kids can't watch it? I mean, that's the case with Peacemaker. That's the case with Creature Commandos, which all had relevant plot relations to Superman. What? I don't know, man. When you start so late into Hal's story, you automatically cut half of your story options off the table. Yeah. Special beam air cannon. No fucking kidding, Gavin. When do you think Tom will be getting the symbiote suit? Because if you've seen the post where Tom wants to do the symbiote suit, just like the Insomniac suit, how do you think they could do that? Well, that's what they're trying to figure it out. I think they would prefer it to be practical, and you could do it practical. You could definitely get a suit that looks gooey, just make it something silicone-based or like that. I think you could easily do it. But you'd have to add some kind of CGI component. But I don't know. Eddie left some goop in there, and we haven't followed back up on that. That goop is still out there somewhere. I think Tom is the most age-appropriate Spider-Man, or at least believable that he could be a teenager. Also liked that they introduced him without doing the origin story yet again. Agreed. What do you think of that Matchbox movie? It looks dumb as hell, but it looks fun. But the thing about it is, Matchbox it's just Fast and Furious. They're like, oh, we're bringing Matchbox to life. Matchboxes are just tiny cars. They're real cars. Like, even at the panel, I was standing right there in the press pit and listening to them talk about it. It's like, it's so awesome to see these cars like that we grew up with, you know, and to be able to drive them in real life. I'm like, motherfucker, they're based on real cars. A Matchbox car is just a tiny version of said car. The real car still exists. It's not manifested out of the fucking ether. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's just random car action movie. There's literally nothing about it except as a group they played with Matchbox cars as kids. It's so stupid. Like, it's just a car movie. Like, there's nothing inherently about it that makes it Matchbox other than they slapped Matchbox on the title. Does it look like a fun movie though? Yeah, sure. Sure. But it making it seem like it's this big on-screen revelation of bringing Matchbox to the big screen is absolutely delusional. But whatever. Maybe it's going to be like Barbie. Not like that, it's not. Barbie's different. Barbie's a character. Barbie is a line. Barbie is a world. Matchbox is baby car. Itty bitty little car. hey, look, I got a pocket-sized 67 Mustang. Guess what? That 67 Mustang is still a real fucking car that exists. If Matchbox was like some otherworldly superpowered thing like a Beyblade or something like that, something fictional that came to life and then they got to be in that, that would make more sense. If it was fictional like Barbie and her world, that would make more sense. Matchbox is literally just baby cars. Just itty bitty little cars. And they're just car movie. Itty bitty cars have feelings too, Omni. I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying there's nothing inherently about Matchbox that makes it Matchbox. Cause it's just, oh no, car now, car sized. What do? You mean I can drive car? As if driver's licenses don't exist. If Matchbox were fictional cars with superpowers, they'd be Transformers. Now, that's not to say there weren't some Matchbox cars that were not real cars, but they weren't not real cars in any kind of way that makes them special. Oh, fucking A. I literally was like, what the fuck are we doing here? Trailer was cool, though. It's fun. How do car? Oh, see the trailer for the new Avatar 7 Havens? I haven't seen the trailer yet. No, I'm not a fan of the idea, but we'll see. Do they talk and take over the world? No, they're just cars. It's about a group of friends and they have to go on a world globe-trotting spy adventure where they get to drive crazy over-the-top vehicles. And they're not even crazy over-the-top vehicles because it's all real vehicles. Because guess what? That's fucking Matchbox cars. They're just tiny little real hit. Anyway, even non-comic book fans know it's a bit by a radioactive spider. Omni motorcycles are cool, so even if we add Yu-Gi-Oh, it'll be even cooler. What's up, Sam? Hey, hope you're doing well. Good afternoon. Really enjoyed your Spider-Man Brand New Day review. Well, thank you. And these rants are, man, they're getting me behind. We were like 20 minutes behind. Now I'm 20 minutes behind now. Again. Some friend told you it was only somebody but doesn't like the other version. Holy what? Hold on. Told you only likes the Insomniac Miles Morales, doesn't like the other version. I mean, I'm not that familiar with comic Miles, but I like Miles from Insomniacs, and I like Miles from Spider-Verse. Hope they make Metal Gear Solid an anime, because the Metal Gear Solid movie is frozen in development hell. Not shocked. If they do an anime, they can bring back David Hayter back as Solid Snake. One day, man. One day there will maybe be a Metal Gear something that exists. Hope the first X-Men film is small scale before doing big cosmic storylines. I hope so as well. Has studio interference ever made a movie or show better? What's funny, I love that comment that came out, speaking of this, that Tom mentioned, where apparently there was a test screening, and the studio made an edit of Brand New Day where they took all of the test screening comments and feedback into credit, and he said him and Destin, the director, hated it. Like, he hated that cut of the film, so they took all those changes out. So the version of the film we got had there was studio involvement, and then they said no and then put it back to the way it was, I guess. So I wonder what it would have looked like in the original version. We're getting an absolute Batman animated series. Yes, indeed, doodly, we are. As with Martian Manhunter is peak as someone who reads comics often, and it's one of my favorite runs ever. The writer and artist work together phenomenally. Yeah, that one just kicked off, didn't it? Talking about the other one, and how do you think they're going to do with the Seven Havens and the twins and making her be the amputee? I mean, all I know about is they're twins. I don't know anything else about the world, and Cora blew it up or something. I don't know. I don't really, you're talking about stuff I don't know enough about to really talk about it right now. Maybe if I see the trailer, I'd have a little bit more of an idea. I like the Legend of Aang movie, but the pace It's kind of fast other than that. Yeah, they had a real tight, hard time limit, so that's kind of why. It left me wanting more, and I hope they make a limited animated Avatar Kyoshi show. I mean, that would be sick as hell. They said they have plans for other stuff outside of the new show that's coming out, so can't wait to see what any of that stuff is. But yeah, the pacing was pretty breakneck. Checking your Patreon page out of curiosity, you say full-length uncut reactions. Some will require you to sync with your own copy of content. How many don't require your own copy, would you say? Basically anything that started from 2026 onward. A lot of the older stuff still does. I've retrofitted some things. I've updated some things, not a lot. Some things, but not. There's still a lot that still requires footage. Absolute Universes. It's because I completely changed up how I actually do things at the start of this year, which has allowed me to have a little bit more freedom with what we do. Absolute Universe is basically what if the DC Universe was created today, but the core is still there. I highly recommend getting into the first volumes of Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman to get started. I love bending so much. If you could choose one element plus one sub-element, so like fire and lightning, earth and metal, that you could bend, what would it be? It'd be like an airbender, even if I can't fly. I'm gonna go, I mean, I'd want to be a firebender. I love fire. I'm a pyromaniac when given the opportunity. So I'd probably go with that. The most practical would probably be waterbending or airbending, but I think the most fun would be firebending. Give me that fire and give me that lightning. Pink Popcast reacted to the old Supergirl movie recently. I've still never even seen that one. I have to ask without spoilers, is Hulk better in the movie, or does Peter getting organic webs in the movie make sense? Watch the movie. Yep, that is the legend. I feel like I'm going to enjoy Clayface the same way I did the Penguin, an unexpected gem. Yeah, I hope so. That's my hope, at least. AKA, why Magor died. True. Also want to say that I just finished Severance Season 2, and I'm super excited to start your reactions on that later. Hell yeah, dude. Dude, I think filming starts soon for Season 3, I think I read. I'm so excited for that, man. I love that show so much. Rhaenyra sending Alicent away to Harrenhal is idiotic to me, because Alicent is Rhaenyra's shield, basically against Ormond attacking her. Now that she's sent Alicent away, Rhaenyra is vulnerable. I don't believe that at all. No more vulnerable than she already is. I don't think her sending Alicent away is a problem at all. In the grand scheme of things, it's a minimal problem, if anything, compared to everything Armin's already doing. Love Stargirl, but hated The Flash. I'm on some shit for saying this, probably. Listen, seasons 1 and 2 of The Flash, there's hardly a superhero thing in the world better than those first 2 seasons. Listen, Flash goes off the rails in the end. But I think, for me, Flash's seasons 1, 2, and even 3 destroy Stargirl. I love Stargirl, but like, I don't think it competes with peak Flash. With Tom and Insomniac, he says he loves the games, and I want to ask, in the movie, were there any references to the game, and what do you think about the backlash for the Brand New Day suit in Spider-Man 2? There's backlash for the Brand New Day suit in Spider-Man 2? Why on the earth is there backlash for the Brand New Day suit being in Spider-Man 2? The fuck is that about? What backlash? And yes, there is a lot of references to the Insomniac games. There's a lot of references and Easter eggs for Spider-Man's past, present, and all that kind of stuff across various mediums, but there is a lot of inspiration taken from Insomniac. What do you think about the theory that all of the trailers are from episode 1 only? I don't think that, I mean, a large majority might be, but like, I don't feel like how all of it could be, though. Hal has got to go for there to be more iterations like Kyle Rayner. If we get around to Kyle, that'd be really cool. A live action Kyle would be kind of insane. Apparently the issue was that Fede wanted to bring David from the Prometheus films, and Ridley Scott wasn't a fan. Come on, people. Ridley Scott he's such a barrier to all of this. In such a... I know he kicked this all off, but my God, he's also contributed to some of the worst aspects of it. Somehow keep that May 5th, 2028 date for the MCU. What film would you want to be put there if you had a choice? No, I have no real way to answer that. Did you see the Beast and Rogue casting? And while you were at Comic-Con, did you see any of the Hot Toys or Sideshow collectibles you want? I collect them. I saw one I had already pre-ordered and underestimated how big it was. So that's going to be something I'm going to have to figure out whenever it comes, is how to fit that in. Thankfully, I'm going to have new display cases at the new place, so it should be manageable, but it's like, it was way bigger than I expected. The fucker was like this big. Yeah. But yeah, I saw all the Sideshow and Iron Studios stuff that they had there. I posted pictures of a lot of the new ones they revealed on Instagram. There's all kinds of stuff on Instagram and TikTok that you guys do not get to see here from my trip out there. Highly recommend you follow me on said places. It'd be super cool if you did. I have to laugh so hard sometimes because the music is making everything you say sound so epic. Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that. It is very dramatic, isn't it? Would all make sense, especially if there's an already established universe like said in the previewed in the Superman movie. True. Very true. What's up, Taylor? Howdy, howdy. Watch your Game of Thrones reaction on the Patreon. Watch your own Game of Thrones. When you have time to watch Spectacular Spider-Man, it's the best intro and the best Spider-Man ever. We'll see. Whenever I want something sweet, I just text my aunt for a sweet treat because she owns a bakery. Suck it. Rude. Spider-Man spoiler. Spider-Man is in the movie. I know I'm going to ask you for all eternity until you've finally seen hoppers, beavers, and flying sharks, man. We need to see you react to it. Serious question. Do you prefer sugar cookie from the mall or from Walmart? Mall. The ones I get the ones they have at Walmart have that icing on them. I don't like an icing sugar cookie. I don't know. The ones from mall always taste like, or not mall. The ones from like Walmart always taste like sugary styrofoam. Crunchy, sugary styrofoam. Like, they don't taste like a cookie. They don't feel like a cookie. I'm gonna definitely say sugar cookie from the mall. Like, yeah. Shit. Fucking Scott's spamming our super chats here. I haven't seen you in a minute, dude. I'll get to that here in a second. Googlebot is such a Friday night staple. It's going on for like 10 to 15 years now. With X-Men 97, with how X-Men 97 is doing, I really hope they try to give us a finale for the 90s Spider-Man, finally. Same. I've been saying that since 97 kicked off, for sure. All right, let's see what Scott's saying here. What's your opinion on Kate Bishop? I mean, she's an awesome character. I love her dynamic with Clint. I hope we see her again. Do you think there are more Avengers in Doomsday? I think the people we have seen are probably the people we will focus on. Is there going to be anybody else that we haven't seen at all that might be popping up in there? Maybe. But I think we've seen all of our major players so far. Favorite Cage? Bad guy. Probably Xemnas. Yeah. Xemnas. Managed with the House of Dragon Season 3 is Alice's storyline because she feels pointless at this point. I love Ulf in this season, and Aegon is second storyline. I could see that. At least for the time being, this is my last dump. Excuse me? I don't even remember saying that. You want to hear something funny? So to me, my aunt went to a pool party and we got 4 Jello shots, grape, orange, cherry, blueberry, and it tasted like ass. That's unfortunate. Usually love Jello shots. YouTube is so strict. It very much so can be, for sure. With that being said, I'm excited to see how House of Dragon Season 3 ends. The donut thing. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I probably won't even remember to do that, though. Sure about the trick to avoid being filmed by meta glasses? When you feel like someone is filming you, just hum or sing a Disney song and they can't post it because of the copyright. That's a good little trick. Creepy as if men harassing women wasn't worse enough. That's fucking, yeah, I didn't even think about that shit, man. That's fucked. Like how Kristen went out like the book of a complete bee. I wish they added the line from the book, though, where the old guy said, "I'm no song sung about how brave you died." Hell yeah. It also gave me the shits. All I gotta say is too much vodka. And have you tried any and made any? Have I made any? No. Have I tried some? Oh yeah. The first time we had a party, like this was like 10 years ago, had a Halloween party at our apartment, and Jello shots were made, and they got to a point where they were hiding. They had to hide them from me because they were so yummy. I just kept gulping them down. Yeah, Metaglass is no joke. Took a train and saw too many people with them. That's so fucked. Have you ever wanted to interview Kevin Feige, Omni? Sure. Hell yeah. I wouldn't say no to it. That's for sure. Oh, and I don't know if you knew, but Grant Gustin is selling autographed Barry jacket and flash rings for pre-order on his site, and I pre-ordered the ring. I also pre-ordered the ring. I didn't get the jacket, but I did pre-order the ring. So sick of Johnny Depp. I'm so glad Mads was recast for him in Fantastic Beasts. I disagree. I liked Mads, but he was so nothing in that role compared to Johnny Depp. And I love him in almost everything, but he was such a step down to me. Like, once he sat in the... I felt the safest with his Grindelwald than anything. I don't get why people want Johnny to be back. Did everyone forget that he literally fantasizes about murdering women? I don't know when that ever came up. I don't remember that section of the trial. He's insane and violent and a drunk. He's not in anything I give a shit about. I don't really care about this thing. I'm indifferent about the whole debacle because, I mean, at the end of the day, they were both pretty shitty human beings. Not really going to stack one over the other. But it is what it is. What's up, Summer? Welcome back. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Those damn Meta glasses are so weird. I can't think of any good reason to own them. Seems like a product made only for weirdos. Could be wrong though. I mean, for like vlogging or like doing like a walkthrough at like a Comic-Con, super convenient. Your hands are free. You're just, whatever you look at is what you're recording. Like, it's so convenient when used not for creepy purposes, not for like trying to like get leaked footage, like record a movie in the theater or some shit like that, or recording women or anything of the sort. Like if you're like, it's so, like, the idea of it I get because it's so much more convenient than lugging around your phone and like not, because you get to still experience the world without looking through the camera lens of your phone or whatever. Like, there's a lot of like practical, makes sense uses for it. But like everything, it all comes down to how people use it, man. And there's some, the thing about it is, like, it's not always the easiest thing to notice. I feel like a lot of the time, and it's probably getting better as it goes on, you can tell when someone's wearing meta glasses because they are like a little bit bulkier than them. And sometimes the camera's not always completely hidden, but in certain situations, it'd be next to impossible to really even notice if it's there or not. Like if you're in somewhere dark, I don't know. Are there any X-Men you want to be casted? Personally, for me, Nightcrawler, hoping to see more of his speeches. Nightcrawler and Kitty Pryde are two that I'm looking to see again. This quote is out of context, but here it is. And for Secret Wars people who read the comics and set it up for itself to be the future and what's next. So it really was landing on 2 movies setting up 2028, and we've revealed 2 of them so far. Ghost Rider and Black Panther, end quote. So yeah, exactly. So those are going to be our 2028 movies. Exactly, Lonnie. It's so much crazy and they're still making these movies and no one cares. For me, Marvel Happily Ever After, I need Bucky to be happily ever after. Bucky is definitely on that list of people I would like to have a happy ending. Yes, I feel like they love using him as a punching bag sometimes. Loki has to fall. Don't you remember in the series, you can see it in the walls of the pictures, the tree has to be destroyed and all starts over again. If they stick to it, Loki has to lose. No. Be honest, are you going to cry when Loki and Thor see each other again? Probably. Bucky is also mine, needs to have a happy ending. Leave that man alone, let him be happy. He's been through so much. The way I see it in Homecoming, So Far Home, No Way Home is a big origin story for the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man we got to know and love. Doesn't mean I want him to, just give him a hug in there. Happy ending after all the shit he's went through. On the topic of Iron Lad, I'm so upset about them throwing away the Kang plot, since Iron Lad is a Kang variant, thus making it not possible to have an Iron Lad for the Young Avengers to join. Origin, the Young Avengers origin. Yeah. I feel like if any Spider-Man will appear, it'll be Tobey because of fan service. I'd like to be wrong, but Doomsday feels like that kind of film to me. It feels like the culmination of a lot of different things that they've acquired and that they started. And that it's just all going to tee up a fresh new start for them to just do whatever with everything they have now and not beholden to anything else before. After. I think Tom is going to get the black suit in Secret Wars. I would hope so. That would make sense. For Secret Wars, you think they'll completely go away from the multiverse forever, or maybe like 10 to 15 years we'll visit once they completely away from the concept for a while? Well, if what happens what I think is going to happen at the end of Secret Wars, I probably will stay away from it for a very long time, if not forever. But we'll see. If Tom doesn't get the black suit in Secret Wars, would you be disappointed? Not necessarily, no. I wouldn't be disappointed, but yeah. Hope they bring back Josh Brolin for Thanos and Cable for Secret Wars. That would be something. I think Chainsaw said the same thing about Spectacular Spider-Man's art style when he started it, but he ended up loving it. What's up, Maggie? Howdy, howdy. No, I wouldn't say Tom is my favorite live-action Spider-Man anymore because of Spider-Noir, Nick Cage, being weird as hell. Always gives me a huge laugh. He's such an interesting character in that show, man. Spider-Noir, man. No one fucking watched those reactions, so I don't know how many people actually watched that show. It's so good. Completely random, but how would you feel about an animation of Power Rangers as serious as the comics? I've been saying that for a long time. I want an animated adaptation of the Boom Studios comic line. There's a theory that Doomsday destroys Tobey's universe, and that's how the film opens. Could be interesting if that's the case. How would you feel if that happened? I mean, that would suck for Tobey. For sure. I've heard fan theories about Tobey like escaping the destruction of his universe or something like that floating around. Don't know where that originated from, but I've heard that. I mean, that'd be a weird thing to do, but if the multiverse is coming crashing down, maybe it's going to happen one way or the other. I've seen the alternate scenes from the Avatar Aang movie. I've seen some of the ones, like the one with the deaths of the gang, and how much more brutal they were in the original run versus the version we got. That's all I've seen, though. On about Power Rangers, the new reboot won't have a Megazord fight, and that got me less hype. What do you think? I've not heard that one. I haven't heard anything about any of this new Power Ranger reboot talk. But if there's no Megazords, then what are we doing? Clayface is part of the DCU. I thought it was supposed to be in the Matt Reeves universe. No, it is part of James Gunn's DC universe. This is the same Clayface that was in Creature Commandos. They've outright confirmed that part multiple times at this point. Happy Spider-Man Day. Happy Spider-Man Day. That alternative Taga versus Team Avatar fight was fucking brutal. Yes, it was. One thing I like about Black Cat MCU with the luck-themed powers. Maybe. See people in a live stream complain about Kristen dying at the beginning of the episode rather than at the end, but my take is they want the death to feel anticlimactic. He deserved a bad death. Yeah, it's befitting. It's a further insult to everything he was trying to accomplish for himself to be the opening kill in that episode. I like it. What TV show should I watch? X-Files. I'd rather make a Rescue Heroes movie. Cars in Real Life, How Do Car, What They Shrink Car, Did They Talk Over the World? Matchbox's Hot Wheels movie about John Cena and his friends with cars in it. Hell yeah. Seven Names looks interesting, and I'm excited for more Avatar. So too fast until they are not furious anymore. Ooh. That Matchbox rant was top tier for me. Let it all out, dude. Thank you. Thank you. How happy are you with Cape Crusader's version of the Joker? I'm pretty happy, but I will say I'm left wanting more. I do want more by the end of it all. Since Disney owns Star Wars and Marvel, do you think they would make a Kingdom Hearts world of them? Well, I think the first Kingdom Hearts trailer all but confirmed we're going to have a Star Wars world. Will we have a Marvel world? Don't know. But they showed footage that was from Endor in the first Kingdom Hearts. Like it's you can even find that exact model in Battlefront 2. Like I think they just used the actual like already built architecture from Battlefield 2 and just put it in there. Shot for shot. That was an ATST fucking foot. So, unless it got cut, I think they're planning on putting it in there. Marvel? Who knows? We'll see. Blazing Saddles was almost ruined by studios. Luckily, Mel Brooks kept them at bay. I'm not shocked by that one. Korra didn't blow up. They were misleading us. They showed us was her smile in a city on fire. She's also in the Avatar state. I'm just telling you, all I'm saying is what the people in the future think happened. Now, do I think she actually caused anything? I think it's misleading. I think it's obviously hearsay over the years. People don't know what happened. The Avatar in this age is gonna commune with her, find out what really happened, and it's going to be like Korra did the best she could at the time to do whatever. There's no way they're gonna she blew up everything, but they think she did. The people blame the Avatar for destroying the world. All I'm saying, Gavin. Definitely tempted to join your Patreon crew, knowing recent reactions, don't need my own copy. Get copyright restrictions causing trouble. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, for sure, but yeah, I've been stopping, starting, pausing, analyzing. It makes a lot of things longer, but it's added to the spice of everything. What's your thoughts on Absolute Cyborg, Cheetah, and Professor Pig designs? I really want to know your thoughts. I've only seen the Absolute Cyborg. I've not seen Cheetah or Professor Pig, so Absolute Cyborg looks like a tyrant to me. I don't know. Speaking of pacing, seen the new Minions movie? The first 20 minutes made me feel like I was on crack. Too many things and people were doing too much too fast everywhere. I have not seen a single one of the Minions movies. I've seen the first Despicable Me. That's been it. How's your movie trivia knowledge, and do you think you could hang in the old Schmodown back in the day? I'm not anywhere near encyclopedic as those guys. I would love to do it just to do it, or movie fights for that matter, but I don't stack out with a lot of, I do not stack up with a lot of the people in that crew, though. Would you rather have a badger mole, a dragon, or a wind bison, and what would you name it? Definitely not a badger mole. A bison would be cuddlier than a dragon, but a dragon's a dragon. But a bison is a snuggle buddy that can also fly. And I think for that reason, even though I love dragons more, might go with a bison just simply for the cuddles. Oh, and I forgot polar bear dog for Korra. You know, get that out of here. I love Naga, but no. Give me bison. Naga can't even bend. Super excited for season 3. I hope we get another shot similar to the start of season 2. And that camera rig thing they did for Adam Scott running was sick. Yeah, that was the intricacy and how much like effort went into that running scene is out of this world. I guess they messed up the red. I think it looks fine. I don't even remember what we were talking about there. Is Allison going to Harrenhal to kill her son? That was the implication that I got. I might have got that wrong. That's what I thought they were doing. Like, she's someone he trusts, and she's got to do the deed. If that's the case, damn, Allison hates her kids more than I thought she did. I think she's trying to save her good children as much as she possibly can. And herself, at this point. I think at this point, she thinks they're all too corrupted, except for Helena, to do anything about. Backlash for the B&D is that, oh, they messed up the red. I think it looks fine. In everything I saw, it looked fine. But I saw the key art. I haven't actually seen like the in-game suit, so I don't know. Backlash is that the backlash is for the B&D suit is that rubberized plastic-like texture, an unintended orange color tint, and visual bugs. Even though it looks amazing, people like to bitch. I'd have to see it firsthand to say for sure, but I don't know. I mean, like I said, I saw the promotional art and that looked fine. Stargirl is one of the greatest live-action superhero shows, along with the original D&D run and Superman Lois. Flash is close contender in the early seasons, but Stargirl is better. To each their own. Stargirl is good. I just don't think Stargirl has any highs that are as high as any of those other shows. Let's see. Saw your tweet of your new Lego purchase. Yes, indeedy. I cannot wait to get that, even though I am not looking forward to putting it together. After the Shooty run is over, would you recommend getting into the Disney era of Doctor Who? I mean, it was fine. It was better than the last run. Well, the last sprint with the previous Doctor. But, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say right now. It's hard to recommend at the moment. Do you think Sora will meet Cloud again? I hope so, but I doubt it at this point. Can we get storyteller voice Omni for more dramatic effect? I don't know which voice that is. For me, Doctor Strange 3 would be a great post-Secret Wars. Spider-Man. Walmart sugar cookies were the ones I was referring to, unfortunately. No, I do not care for those things, though. Narrator voice from Omni. He kicked this off, but he attributed some of the worst aspects. The way he spoke about Ridley feels like how I feel hearing that one God of War creator hated the direction they took Kratos. Oh yeah, I remember reading that. Yeah. Tried Five Guys for the first time in Charleston. Loved it, but they put way too much salt on the fries. Sorry, phone glitched. I just don't like Five Guys fries in general, just because they're not ever crispy. I need me a good crunch to my fry, a good firm fry, or at least a good crusty shell. I love the seasoning. Will you play some Marvel Rivals with me? I need to rank up. You don't want me on your team. I've played so little of that game, I would not be a boon to you. I would like to play more of it, though, at some point. Prefer no films between Doomsday and Secret Wars because it makes Secret Wars matter more. Stakes are high. I kind of agree with that sentiment, though. I agree with you on that front. Hope you're doing well. What's up, Pix Dream? Hope your day has been treating you well. So far, so good. I feel like I'm walking through the Shire with the music playing. Now we need Omni to keep his secrets. Now! Yes. Yes. Speaking of the Shire, dude, some of the new clips we saw from Rings of Power Season 3. Oh, I do not like how they are releasing it. That is going to stress me out. They're releasing 4 episodes the first week. And then 2 episodes the next week, 2 episodes the next week, and it's done. We only have 3 weeks of the show. 4 episode dump, 2 episode dump, 2 episode dump. What the fuck? Why? What is your favorite hidden gem movie or TV show? I don't know. I don't watch a lot of things that not a lot of people have watched. I don't know. Like, no, I can't think of anything I would consider a hidden gem. I'm drawing a blank right now. What's up, Callum? I'm running late. How are you doing? Omni. I'm doing good. Beat my sister at Uno. I just read beat my sister. I was like, hey guys, I just got back from beating my sister. I did not even finish the rest of that sentence yet. At Uno earlier. Hell yeah. Congrats on Uno. My brain literally just stopped after that. God, what is wrong with me? Do you think more theaters should serve alcohol? VIP theaters do and some others, but my question is, should they in case they need to drive home? I don't know that alcohol and movie theaters should go hand in hand, personally. I even think incorporating like sit down food into your theater experience is a little crossing the line a little bit. Even though I had like some sick ass fries and chicken tenders at this one place we went to in Florida. And I know like some people that like have like full on, like you order meals and they bring it to your table while you're watching the movie. I'm just like, I just kind of want to be here and watch the movie. Like, I don't know. I feel like it mildly distracts for me. Want to ask, but I know everyone has an opinion or an option. Get what you think of Phil's hate on Spider-Man. What do you think of Phil's hate? Oh, Phil's hate on Superman. It's more his hate for James Gunn than anything, if I think we're talking about the same thing here. Which I don't get. I love vodka back when I was drinking. Me and my friends would make a cake with it during the summer and put cream and jelly layers. Well, that sounds interesting. And did you hear the discourse with Jared Leto? I have, and that's a topic for not here. I think it's because Mads humanized him. Johnny Depp wasn't acting him with the emotion that comes from his love for Dumbledore, and I think Mads made him softer to show that. Yeah. We can go with that. I can agree with that maybe probably being a little bit of the intent. But my God, that movie, I did not like that movie at all. I liked the first Fantastic Beasts. The second two, I didn't like either of them. What'd you think of Inday as Mystique in X-Men? She was an Obsessionist who ran Lois. Sure, go for it. She's awesome. I still need to watch Obsession, but she's awesome. Amber's heard about she had text and proved Johnny was actually texting Manson about how he wanted to end her and like chop her up and murder stuff. Yeah, that's fucked. I mean, I don't know how to put that. The way Listen, I know people say shit when they're pissed off. I don't think we should take all of that like as like literal, but like it's some pretty fucked up shit to say. Like, no matter what. It'd be one thing if you tried. Let's see. Because I feel like all of us can say some real messed up shit when we're really pissed off. Well, we're not continuing this conversation. Hell, you get me into a bad video game match, and I will say some crazy shit. Meta glasses also be recording your passwords, recording the bathroom, and possibly recording when you're not wearing. Ooh. Yeah, you never know, man. Especially with like your phone's always on, always listening. That stuff already is like weird to me. Like even not activating like Siri or anything of the sort. Don't you dare. Okay. Like I'll talk about something just near my TV, near my phone. Had never looked anything up about it before, and then start seeing it on my timeline and shit. Like ads, posts about something I just vaguely talked about around my phone. You know, it's just like where did it's hard to know where it actually stops, and then it be just on your lives and you could forget about it. Because it'd be so easy to just look at a pair of glasses and completely forget, you know? It is really, really weird. What's up, Roberto? Saw Spider-Man on Thursday night. It was really awesome. How did San Diego Comic-Con go? It went really well. It was a little weird this year. There's a weird air about it this year, but overall, I had a lot of fun. And today's first, but I think you're an amazing person with kindness in this world that needs more of. You'll be hearing from me more, my friend. Keep being you. Your content is inspiring. Well, thank you, Pharaoh87. Thank you. That means a lot to me, man. It really does. Now, I guess that's fair. The hands-free aspect is handy. Something to think of. I just wish they were more easily noticeable to fight against creepy aspects of how it's being used. Yeah, especially like seeing people like trying to like get their little gotcha clips, like with actors too, like wearing them up to their stands at like autograph signings too, at conventions, trying to like make them not be aware that they're being recorded and stuff too. People are just using them for ill means, and it's just not, it's not good. Like if you want to just B-roll of walking, what it's like to walk through a convention or walk down a street, or like those guys that do like the city walk-arounds, like they're just like recording themselves walking through the city or something like that, you know, and just that, like it's just the perfect thing for that. I mean, way more convenient. I mean, same practicality as a GoPro, but more convenient, more comfortable. But there's so much shit that you can get away with too, that is just like, there's so much faith and trust that's got to be put on for all of that, you know. Like, cause I was thinking about it too, because it'd be really convenient to wear at a convention, but then I'd have to also like be aware of when it's on and all that kind of stuff, because I feel like I could easily forget about it, you know, because like there's a lot of cool ways you could use it, but you have to be so much more mindful about it, you know. And I'm also not really thrilled about wanting to walk around with two different pairs of glasses either. Think they have 2 or 3 dates for 2029 as well for the MCU that they've recently added to. Well, that's interesting. All I want is Sam Bucky divorce over for Doomsday. Yeah, same. For giving us some thought, I've decided to join your Patreon crew. Sign up for Legend level. For a whole year. Damn. Well, thank you. Committing to the whole year. Hopefully, it's as expected. Yes, please, Bucky, be happy. That poor man. I also don't really care about the MCU at this point. I've just kind of gotten fed up with it. The Doomsday trailer we got at San Diego actually made me pretty fucking hyped up for it. I wasn't really hyped before that trailer. I'm quite looking forward to it. I was in the same boat where I'm just like, unless it's Spider-Man, because I will be there for Spider-Man every damn time. Got a bad feeling for some reason that Loki and Bucky ain't making it out of the Avengers Doomsday. Don't you dare put that in there. I offer Red Guardian as tribute if anyone has to die. Yeah, sure, yes, go with that. My take on the quote was Kevin said that they've revealed 2 so far. Makes it seem like there's 1 more he'll reveal soon. But we'll see. Hope next year we'll get a full Phase 7 slate reveal. Maybe we'll get something more at, well, I mean, it might be too soon. I was gonna say maybe we'll get something at D23, but we'll see. I just remembered I didn't finish Spider Noir. Thanks for reminding me. You're welcome. Just gonna go watch SpongeBob and eat glazed donut. My friend is asleep. I have one question. How was meeting the council in person at Comic-Con? Who surprised you meeting them in person? Who surprised you meeting them in person? Well, no one surprised me meeting them in person, but it was cool. It was different meeting everybody outside of a camera screen and all that kind of stuff. It was fun. Had a lot of fun. So I'm saying a whole lot of the same topics in the stream because of House of Dragon and MCU stuff. Love both. All good. If Toby escapes, that could be an explanation to one of my earlier questions about how we're not going to talk about. Agreed. I also think something very similarly. Did you see the Avatar concept art that had the photo of Eren Yeager as a reference? I did. Grown-up Eren was used as a concept art assistance, which I thought was kind of funny, even though it didn't even make it into the final design. Hope that they do it some years with the only 1 MCU and maybe 2 or 3 to mix it up, so people don't get burned out from everything. I think Doom is going to be killing off universes to save his, and if that's the case, he'll be trying to stop incursions in a very Doom way. I think something like that is going to be happening. I think we're gonna have 1 consolidated universe at the end of it. Meaning, inevitably, Kang got what he wanted in the end. Just without him being on top of it. Can't believe Disney got the rights for Warrior Cats. I don't even know what that is. I still don't understand why people hate on Sean Levy. I love Deadpool and Wolverine and didn't think the other and he didn't even make the other Deadpool movies. Didn't he make the other Deadpool movies? No, I don't think he did. I don't think he did the first 2 Deadpools. I think he just did Deadpool and Wolverine. He did Free Guy, which I liked, and he's done a lot of Stranger Things. I'm not sure what else. Also, how would you feel if Doomsday opens by Doom killing the Council of Kang? That would be fucking wild. That'd be fucking wild. Sean? That's mostly why. Who's Sean? I don't know who we're talking about here. If you're in control, would you make a Kingdom Hearts movie or series, and would you do live action or animated, and how would you do it? It would be animated, and it would be a series. You definitely could not do a movie. They'd be cool, the Kangs. Yeah, we're going to take over the boom, gone. That'd be sick. Have you ever seen the movie Warriors of Virtue? I have. Wow, that's a fucking deep cut. God damn. Yeah, with the anthropomorphic kangaroos who wield the power of Tao. Holy shit, I haven't thought of that movie in years. Can we get a fluffy bison dragon? It would be so cute. That'd be awesome. Absolute Cyborg. Oh, wait, Sean Levy. Is he though? That would be news to me. Absolute Cyborg reminds me of Doomfist Overwatch. Spider-Man suit in game, beauty suit. Taga or Zahir? Oh, Taga would fucking raffle stomp Zahir. Absolutely raffle stomp Zahir. Legend of Aang movie fighting moments gave me flashbacks to Dragon Ball Z. It was pretty cool. Kinda, a little bit. Darren seems like a good kid too. Darren does seem like a good kid, despite him having to play into these bad things Orman's making him do. Am I going to see Avengers Endgame Encore on September 25th? If I can find the time, maybe. Just don't worry about what other people think and enjoy it. No need to spread that negativity and all those unhappy people. Gotta hop on. Have a good rest of the stream, Omni. You as well. Who do you think are Apocalypse's other 4 horsemen in the 97? I don't know. I don't even have a good guess as to who right now. Yeah, I don't know. What's up, Sapphire? Thank you for the super chat. Have I seen the new Murder Drones episode about Jay? No, I have not. This is the first I've heard about it, actually. Damn. I have to look into that. I didn't see the tweet because I think Twitter is just awful in my opinion, but just guessing, is it the X-Files set? Yes, it is the X-Files set. Anyone who hates modern God of War is blinded by nostalgia, in my opinion. Yeah, a little bit, I have to say. There's some elements of the original I still miss, but yeah, for the most part, yeah. I mean, it's like an improvement in most ways. First time I went to Five Guys, I didn't know they were frying the stuff in peanut oil. I'm allergic and almost died. Fun night. That sucks. I wouldn't have even known to think about that or ask that at this point. Let's see. Which has the better donuts, Dunkin' Donut or Krispy Kreme? It depends on my mood. I used to be a big, hardcore Krispy Kreme girly. But nowadays, I feel like they might be a little too sugar saturated for me now. But they used to be my go-to. You know, so I don't know. Hate how they're releasing Carrie all at once. I was hoping for a weekly for that show. Is that confirmed? I hadn't heard that. If that's true, that sucks. I guess I didn't want to watch it, but now Jamie is in it, so I got to start. I assume we're talking about Rings of Power here. Tolkien Universe, when I'm reading The Hobbit while catching up the stream, caught me off guard. Yeah, we're getting Rings of Power Season 3 November 11th, and then Percy Jackson Season 3 November 12th. Damn. Can you name 3 movies you consider underrated? I usually say Pleasantville, Frequency, and Meet the Robinsons. They're not given enough love for how good they are. Underrated. That's a tough one. Jurassic Park 2. I'd also include Meet the Robinsons, because you don't ever really hear anybody talk about it, and I really enjoyed the shit out of that movie. Having watched it now, finally. What's another one? Return to Oz, right? I think the sequel, that real fucked up movie we reacted to a few years ago. Yeah, that was it. Let's see. Can't wait to see Jared Bauer and it. I remember I was guessing who he was going to be months ago, and my prediction came true. Yes, he's Mr. Galadriel. Kevin Can Fuck Himself is my hidden gem show. It's considered a hidden show, or Widow's Bay. I know for a fact that one isn't hidden. What do you think about adding beds into movie theaters? Why? No. Jamie was born to play an elf, but I'm sad they kept his hair so short. Yeah. Yeah, I wish it was still long. As an ADHD person who can't agree, I can't agree with no food during movies. My body just gets so angsty sitting there for so long. Some food is a good thing to help me chill out. Popcorn, candy, snacks, hand food. Like a dinner, like a steak, mashed potatoes, asparagus, all that, like a fucking courses. It's a little, that's going a little too far, I think. My theater allows alcohol, so it makes watching movies more interesting, at least to me. I'd fall asleep. Weirdly, my thing with having full meals at the movies is like the noise and the smells that are introduced in the theater. I don't want to smell barbecue, ribs, popcorn, tacos, and pizza all at once in an enclosed theater. True. Didn't even think about the smell part of it. Big fan of the later two Fantastic Beasts movies. Might be just because I'm starved for queer representation. I didn't even think they did that right. But that's just me. It's just me. I just really didn't like those movies. I thought they lost the plot real fucking fast. The first one was good. Second two, God, I dogged on the second one hard in my review, I think, if I remember right. Oh, God. God, and just, what was his name? Fucking Ezra Miller's character. I hate what they did with him, too. Whatever. Fuck it. I'm done with that shit for now. It's on my mind, but does a producer ruin shows for you? Like example, Dan Schneider, like iCarly, Victoria Drake shows, Henry Dangers. Like if I go back and rewatch those shows, I mean, I'm sure it can't help but be in the back of my mind, but like I wouldn't. The shows are still the shows. The art is still the art in a lot of ways, but I don't know, man. Fuck. Yeah, I mean, out of any of those, the only ones I watched was Drake and Josh, but I don't like go and rewatch that anymore. I've seen that show too much at this point. But I mean, I currently don't even have any interest in going back and watching any of those, but knowing the shit that he was up to, like on set at the time and all that kind of shit, is disgusting. Especially the stuff that fucking Drake Bell talked about too. And that's just the stuff we know about, you know? I don't know. That's one of those situations where I could probably watch the show and not think about it, but I don't know. It's just fucked. Yeah, I was talking about Fantastic Beasts. I can't remember that fucking character's name. It was like Eustace or something weird like that. What was it? Help. I know somebody's got to know this. Oh, somebody gifted a membership. Who got it? Oh, Dark Knight Batman got one. They weren't even in the chat at all. Anyway, it's constantly talking like that about her. Yeah, I mean, he's a weird cookie, so like it is. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, from my point of view, and I try not. Credence Eustace. Where did I get? Not even close. I'm just saying, like, people say some weird shit sometimes. That's as far as we talk about it, and you know, whatever. I'm not gonna. We don't know the truth. We don't know how things would have gone one way or the other. If it was meant, if it was whatever. But it's all fucked. It's all fucked. And I'm not interested in anything he's doing. I'm not interested in anything she's doing. So we'll leave it to that. I'm just saying, like, some of that shit, like, I'm just like, whatever. I don't know. Kevin said they're recasting the women in X-Men first before the men, so expect Mystique and others soon, apparently. Why are we choosing what? Why are we like, all right, women first. We got to get the women right first. It seems real interesting to me that they're like, there's like a mindset to get one section out of the way versus the other. That's a little odd to me. Anybody else? So the first Fantastic Beast was awesome. It's a shame what happened in the last two. It's finally some Hufflepuff love through Newt. Yeah, Newt was an awesome character though. I like Newt a lot. My theater serves alcohol. One time I got a either a margarita or a daiquiri. Oh, I love daiquiris. When I went with my ex-husband and his friends to see Clerks 3. Now, Clerks 3, that was a different thing because those were like theaters. When I went to that, they were serving alcohol when I went to see Clerks 3. Yeah, I doubt that you would say that about your girlfriend and start making plans. Last thing I'm going to say about that. Let's see. Would you prefer a Midnight Suns movie or an introduction to Inhumans and Black Bolt? Midnight Suns. Midnight Suns. Not even a competition. Not even a competition. Don't know how you enforce this. Maybe any connected glasses should have something bright that shows that they could be recording, like a mandatory outside red light. Do they not even have that? Or a marker like fake guns have? Do they not? Well, you're right. I don't even think they do have that red light thing, do they? How do you even know when it's on? As the person using them. Yeah, privacy practically doesn't exist right now. It is mandatory for the glasses to have the visible light that shows everybody that they're on. Problem is, people covering them or turning it off. Okay, there you go. Came to say hello from Russia. Very interesting to listen to you and watching without only. Oh my God. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, welcome. Hope you're enjoying Demonsnester. Don't know if you're still here. No, I'm a little laggy behind here right now, but welcome. People are getting upset about those flock cameras in the areas. I'm only just learning about them. Yeah. They're just trying to install them in the Capitol up the street from here. Did you know that today is Reiner Braun's birthday from Attack on Titan? I did not. I get the concept, but just get a camera. It'll be high quality for the same price. It's exactly what I was just saying before, though. Like, you could use your phone, you could use a camera, but it's in the way. It's a thing that impedes you. There's a convenience element that a camera and a phone just do not get with that. I think the Ghost Rider will set up Midnight Suns. That'd be cool. It's also Zeke's birthday. Wait, what? There's two birthdays on the same day in that? That's weird. Random question, but what would you do for Colossus intro in 97? Also, how do you feel about Polaris kind of taking Magneto's spot as the magnet user? She's sick as hell. I don't know what the hell you mean about a Colossus intro, though. Heard this year at Comic-Con some people weren't able to get into Marvel's panel and that was too crowded. Well, people counterfeited the wristbands to get in there when they weren't even in line. So people cheated the system. One Thursday night, they found out people like made counterfeit wristbands to get some of the Funko exclusives that were being sold before people who legitimately had them. And then same thing happened Saturday with people counterfeiting the wristbands to get into Hall H, leaving people who legitimately had wristbands, real ones, and had been waiting outside and couldn't get in because the hall was packed. They had to make a public statement about it like the Monday following. Actually Sunday. I think it was Sunday. I think it was actually the last day of the convention. They had to make a public statement about all the chicanery that was going on over the weekend. On top of it being a high demand panel, people fucking gamed the system and cheated people out of seats. For sure. Apparently. Who's my favorite superhero? Spider-Man or Batman? And give the reasons why. Spider-Man, because he's nerdy, relatable, and all of that. I'm going to say Batman used to be, but I feel like I've been Batmaned out for a long time. So I'm going to go with Batman right now. Batman's not even my favorite DC character anymore. At least for the time being. You see the videos of Jamie DJing at the Comic-Con after party? Yeah, I just missed that. That was the party I was at. I think I had just gotten in, or I could have easily have been getting my drink. It took me an hour to get my drinks when I got in because the line was that crowded around the bar. So like I spent the first hour at the party getting a drink. So it was either before I got there or while I was waiting in line, and I missed it because it was just like right over there. Because I have videos of the stage where he was at, but it was after he had already done it. God, I would sell my kidney to be a party with him for one night, even though I've already met him a couple of times. Thor to Doom. Doth mother know you weareth her drapes? Have I seen the He-Man movie? No. There's no reaction or review up, so I haven't seen it. All Kingdom Hearts is coming as one of the Battle Pass collabs in the new Fortnite season, because the next season is Gaming Legends. Oh God. I cannot see Sora with a gun. What in the world? Have you done the D&D session with the rest of the Skill Squad yet? I know how much fun, and how much fun has that been so far? We haven't done it yet. If they've done it, they've did it without me. Is this how I found out they're doing it without me? What the fuck is this? Sam, answers now. Sean Levy, I meant. Okay. Oh, what's up, Xenia? Hello. Hello, Gwen. Have I seen the Odyssey? I have not. Not yet, no. I just want to say hi because it's 1 a.m. in this region. Well, damn. Well, hi and good night, maybe? Question mark? Do you think The Legend of Aang has had some of the best bending we've seen so far? Definitely, for sure. So when are you going to invite me to your D&D campaign? I gotta know when this thing's even happening right now anyway. He signed that open letter to Biden thanking him for supporting Israel. Okay. Did not know that. Wonder if that was before or after. I don't know. Whatever. Not gonna worry about it. This is not the place to have that conversation. But yeah, hopefully that tune changed after a lot of stuff in the world evolved since that point. I would hope. Because what's happening over there is fucking obscene. Absolutely obscene. Let's see. I heard Kaylee Hoddle from Godzilla vs. Kong passed away, and Sam Neill passed away as well. And his last movie was the new Godzilla and Kong movie. I didn't even... Maybe I did know that. Maybe I didn't. I don't remember him being in the new Godzilla movie. The one not out yet. If so, that's cool. Yeah, I heard about her too. Died in, I think it was like a car crash. She's like 18, man. 18. That sucks. Breaks my heart, man. She was one of my favorite aspects of these last two films too. How do you think a conversation would go if Aang and Wan talked to each other? And what's your overall thoughts on Korra and the character? Because my friend hates her. Korra's an abrasive but relatable character. She's frustrating a lot, but so is Aang at different times. I do not like her anywhere near as Aang. She gets on my nerves a lot. But I don't have like a hate for her by any stretch. As far as a conversation between Aang and Wan, I don't know what that would look like, but I would love to have it. Which is why I brought it up on reaction. Lotta! I was just talking to my friend about how I wonder if Five Guys has any signs about peanut oil for allergic people. Apparently the answer is no. Someone who can't digest eggs, I have to ask every eatery if their secret sauce involves mayo. You'd be surprised how many do. Honestly, I'm not that shocked that a lot of them would. I feel like Doom isn't a villain yet. In Doomsday, we could see him as an ally to the Fantastic Four or Avengers before eventually turning code halfway into the film. I don't think so. But we'll see. Neither Duncan nor Krispy Kreme will ever peak. Been a couple decades since I've been able to Shipley's, so I can't vouch for it anymore. I've got the best donuts here in Berlin. Look for Brammy Balls. They're amazing, new flavors all the time, and they are so good. Do you think they're going to do the comic thing with Doom and Thanos? What the fuck does that even mean? Don't really like donuts. Don't know why. They seem like something I should love, but they make me nauseous. Interesting. Theory is the Fantastic Four post-credit scenes wasn't even Doom, but instead one of the Latvian witches shown at SECC. It's either, like, I thought that too, because the mask matches the witches' masks that we were shown. But that could have also been a retcon at that point as well. That might not have been the final mask. It could have been Doom, it could have been a witch. Probably at this point, I'm kind of leaning witch. But, yeah, I don't know. Oh man, I don't know if I've had a donut in years. Honestly, wouldn't mind one after hearing everybody talk about them. I'm kind of getting the craving now as well. Wheelers. God, those things are creepy as hell. What's your favorite version of Batman's and Spider-Man and Superman in live action and animated? Got to do one of each. I love. It's just a constant interview with fucking 10K, man. Constant, never ending. Animated Batman the animated series. Live action, Ben Affleck. Spider-Man, Tom, animated. And we're talking animated, like, is animated in games two different things? Because if we're talking animated, it's the 90s. If we're talking animated and games, it's Insomniac. Superman, Tyler Hoechlin, animated, Superman the animated series. Am I planning on going to D23 this year? And are you expecting any big dances from the panel on the Friday night at the 14th? I mean, we're probably going to get quite a few major announcements from D23. I tried to get a ticket, and they were all sold out, so I will not be going, unfortunately. I'm reacting to Widow's Bay. It is good. I agree. There's a movie theater that has beds. It's really nice. You can even go get a full-on 3-course dinner while watching. In bed? Dunkin' and Crispy are the only donuts I've had that tasted stale while fresh. I've never had that problem. Now, I've gotten, like, out of the bakery donuts from, like, Walmart or something like that, and those have done that. Gotta agree on the no ordering gourmet meals during movies. Next film I'll be seeing is Clayface. Right? I'm a tender guy, or pretzel bites, nothing like steak and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, if it's finger food, I can give that a pass. Are we trying to make movie theaters like medieval times with the food? Pretty much. What's up, Kuro Creel? How are you? You're right. Add beds to the movie theater and you can no longer pick up your seats. Enjoy stranger danger. Yeah. I think the smaller things like pizza, nachos, teachers, stuff like that's fine. But full-on entrees definitely makes the room smell. Actually, no. The next film I'll be seeing is Avengers Endgame Encore with the 7 added minutes to set up Doomsday. Which is funny because they didn't say anything about that when they actually talked about the announcement for the release of the movie. None of that was ever brought up. Yeah, eat a whole ass dinner is too much. You should just stick to popcorn and the other snacks, candy, and simple handheld foods. How do you feel about Super starting Star Wars Rebels? I mean, fuck yeah. I'm excited. Why wouldn't I be? Have you ever watched Killer Bean Forever? I have no idea what that is, so that's a no. The definitely wasn't around for The Gifted. Just watched your IL reaction yesterday. It was really fun. Oh, Iron Lung. You picked up on a lot. Did you know that it was filmed on a NACBO? So all the movements were practical. Oh, that's sick. I figured with the way they were doing that, it had to have been. Let's see. Have you seen Attack of the Killer Tomatoes? I have a long time ago, as well as the animated series. God of War Alpha February, can't wait. Ezra was best in the first Fantastic Beasts, and then the other two flopped on his plot, which made the movies not as good as they could have been. Agreed. Casting director has heard of women and children first, and it became their life mantra. Also just love that Eddie Redmayne said he played Newt to be autistic, and as an autistic person, that makes me happy. So I don't care how bad the movie was. I'll enjoy him as long as they write him well. All I know is Wolverine probably won't be on the team for a while until they get past the first or second X-Men film. Most likely. Do you ever own Spider-Man mask? I do not. X-Men franchise is a franchise that can be a universe in its own right. There's so many stories that could pull from. I'm hyped. That's basically their approach to this next phase, it seems, the way they've talked about it. I think I was asking about the Wayne pilot reaction today. I did a $5 dono last year and I got solid no reply. Too busy. I was thinking about asking for the Wayne pilot reaction today. I still don't even know what that's the fan made thing, right? Yeah, that's still going to be a no. If so. Since there's an ongoing issue with the women earning less than men in movies, this would be a way to lock them in a contract without them knowing what their male counterparts is going to be offered. If that's the reasoning behind it, that would be fucked up. Yeah, that'd be so fucked. Saw a Nerdcast stream this week. The Crazy Joe was annoyed because Ghost Rider in the MCU means the one from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. won't be returning. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Pretty much. I always hate Ezra Miller as the Flash, so the way he runs is so weird. His suit is trash. Baby scene, the Flash where he gets to refill his stuff and is rescuing everyone one. Saw your YouTube short that Herbie said hi to the fans before the MCU panel began. Yeah, he came out, strutted around the stage for a while beforehand. Feel bad for those people. Also, no, next year they're going to be looking into locking that down a lot, huh? I would imagine so. What I mean by Colossus intros, I mean every theme song, every character gets an intro, but how would you do his? I still don't know what you mean. Like, not every character gets... I mean, every character gets their title card in the intro. They don't get their own intro. Him smash something, I don't know. Scalpers and scammers are literally the worst people, and I have very strong opinions about scalpers. Have you met any celebrities in San Diego Comic-Con this year? We talked about Jack Quaid. I met Jack. I interviewed Hamish Linklater, Matthew Needham, who's Laris Strong in House of the Dragon. He's playing Joker in Batman Caped Crusader. And Jamie Chung, who is the Harley Quinn in Caped Crusader. I met all of them. Did I bump into anybody else? I met fucking Jordan, aka Cotton Candy Randy from Good Mythical Morning. Met Michaela Murphy, again, the original voice actor for Toph, but I've met her before, but we bumped into each other at a party. And then Eric Bauza, who's the current VA for like a lot of the Looney Tunes characters, same party, just hanging out. He was just hanging out there. That was really it this year. I walked past David Dismalchin, but like him, he was like surrounded by security and clearly on his way to something. Walked past Robert Kirkman, who was also very much so on his way to something. And some of the other guys I was with ran off to go talk to him before he got too far away. And I was like, we're not even in the convention. And I'm like, I'm not going to bother him. So they can go do that. I ain't getting caught doing that shit. He clearly looked very bothered in the photos they got with him. So, no. Who for the Game cast do you wish had more roles? I wish I saw Jamie Lannister more. I'd kind of agree with that. He did that one fucking like Gods of Egypt movie and then nothing else ever after that I've seen. Ryan Reynolds' thing at Comic-Con was so funny. I love him so much. I am so jealous I didn't get to bump into him at all while I was there. Him running around in cosplay, I didn't even see him out there. It sucks. I ain't saying nothing about anything. So you're telling me that they're playing without me right now? Is that what I'm hearing? I'll be real upset if that's the case. Gonna watch the Odyssey in 70mm tomorrow. Have you gone to one of those 45D, whatever they're called, theaters? No, I am not. Outside of like, what was it called? Busch Gardens. But that was a ride. Same principle though. Her crazy theory that when Orban sent that message to Rhaenyra about kicking the dog that bites your hand was a reference to Corlys. I think so, exactly. I mean, I thought that was obvious. And then they'll cut off his hand and send it to Rhaenyra. Yeah, they put us on up later only after people complained. I think Doom will be a villain off rip, but pretend to be good for a scene or two using his Tony Stark face. Yeah, I think his plan, his game is villainous from the jump. Well, I'll react to Epic the Musical probably at some point. Probably at some point. Yeah, going back on the Fortnite Gaming Legends Battle Pass, all confirmed collabs are Persona, Kingdom Hearts, Sonic the Hedgehog, Persona, Pac-Man, Eggman, get the new B&D, collab with Peter, Frank, and I'm really surprised it took this long to add him. Interesting. We'll see, man. It's really awesome that people get to get a picture of Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool costume without them knowing that it's him at SCCC. So jealous. Yeah, I feel about the Resident Evil movie being set in modern time, but it's supposed to be in the original Outbreak. I feel like the scary part of the original games was the pharmaceutical company taking advantage of people who don't know any better. But in a modern day, it's not as scary because people nowadays already lack a trust in those companies. Like, it does change things quite a bit, but I'm not that bothered by the change. My problem was it was originally pitched as if it was going to be set alongside the games. Like in canon, like Fallout, the show is. But that's clearly not the case now. It looks sick as hell though. So I am still excited for it, but I am a little like, I wish it was just, I just wish it was set in the game universe, not its own. Study for TV announced, then movies, D23, but hopefully a Starfighter trailer. Is it too early to announce a new X-Men cast before Doomsday and Secret Wars? I think a lot of that's going to be held until after. I think. Are the 7 extra minutes of in-game deleted scenes or something new filmed? I've heard they're new filmed for this to help blend it into the Doomsday stuff. Another crazy cinema I know is a theater for kids with a ball pit and stuff to climb on. The parents could sit behind a glass wall so they can just enjoy the movie without the screaming from the kids. That's wild. Sorry, man, it didn't seem like an interview for me. Never talk nerd stuff to my family because the last time I got yelled at by my grandpa to grow up, and it made me upset. It made me feel like he didn't like me for it. Oh, God. I'm sorry about that. But it's an unwieldy a lot of questions, man, sometimes. But I get that. I get that desire and that need to dump. What's one character you hope they keep as part of the MCU post Secret Wars? Fucking Tom Holland Spider-Man. Doctor Strange, I still want them to keep him. Those are the main two. The main two. I don't know how I feel about them adding some new footage to set up Doomsday. I feel like they should make a special presentation on Disney Plus of Doom or something like that. Actually, Wayne has no relation to Batman. Somebody told me there was like a Batman fan project on YouTube or whatever to react to. I thought it was that. What is your pitch for a different take on the superhero game? This is a Kent farming game. Discover cart's powers and how to use them to help with farming without letting people figure out. That's an interesting thing. A food delivery service game as the Flash. Fuck it. Why not? I think there was a short-lived series called Wayne. No idea. Do you think they'll eventually do Dark Phoenix Saga and do it right this time? I don't care. Don't worry about that until way ass down the road. We shouldn't even be thinking about it right now. First, our fourth attempt at it. First, I hope we get Avengers versus X-Men. I think we'll get something akin to that. What's one X-Men story you hope we get in the MCU? It'd be real hard to do House of M now. But maybe after Secret Wars, after some restructuring, maybe we can. Music is getting more dramatic again. How's the copyright situation? I mean, it should be fine right now. In theory. One time I mumbled about scalpers ruining Pokemon collecting because my Dollar Tree only let one person buy one. And he said, people got to make a living somehow. I was so annoyed. He being the cashier. No. No. No, 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 no. Nope, nope. No, ain't, don't give me that shit. No, oh. Oh, you dirtbag. Sorry. All right. I have to ask you, do you like me sometimes? It feels like you don't. No, I mean, I like it. Nobody in here has put me off. It's just sometimes we got a lot of stuff to get through, and a lot of the time I'm really behind, and you give me 5 questions, and sometimes one question with 5 caveats to consider to answer for the questions. It's a lot. It's just a lot. And that bothers me. That bothers me sometimes, but you specifically don't. No. Do you think it should have been more like a build-up towards Doctor Doom, like a second Fantastic Four movie? Could have been his introduction, and then it could have built him up from there. I do think there should have been some more build-up. And Kevin was like, oh, people are just like fantasizing about how much we built up Thanos when he only popped up like this time or that time or this time, and that's still infinitely more times than Doomsday, than Doctor Doom. Like, he's coping so hard because of that complaint. The Jaime Lannister actor was in The Flash as a cameo. Flash stole his hot dog at 2 points in the movie. No? The person who kept losing his hot dog was the director of the movie. Hold on. There's no way, right? Oh my god. Fuck off. Oh my god. I hate the changes they've made. Yeah. Portrayed Pizza Guy in The Flash. What? Pizza Guy? No idea. Oh. That guy. That random ass dude. Okay. That was one scene. The other one was the director. Okay. Omni is about to make some angry calls if they play without him. Oh yeah. Oh man, Eric Bauza does such a good job voicing D.A. Sinclair in Invincible. Even noticed the difference between him and Ezra Miller. The Odyssey is almost 3 hours long. Why would not pop up? I hope you have a nice day. I still having Vampire Lestat on my mind. Do you have any theories about what happened to Daniel at the end of the season? We see him facing off with Reglan. Yeah, no, I don't have a fucking clue, dude. I have no idea. This is the most I've been at the theater because today I'll be seeing the Odyssey, Tuesday Spider-Man, next Saturday Spider-Man again. That's a lot of Spider-Man. Jimmy Lister was in the horror movie Mama. I hadn't seen that. I hadn't seen Mama, but yeah, you're right. He was in that. If you were cast to play any Marvel Comics character, do you feel you can play in the live-action adaptation? You think you could do Star-Lord? Star-Lord, no. I don't know. I have no idea who I think I'd even be remotely a good fit for. That fan project is Pennyworth. It's kind of like what Team 4-Star did for Dragon Ball Z. Huh, okay. Wayne 2019 was a comedy action series that ran for 10 episodes. It was originally on YouTube Premium, now it's on Amazon. Never... hold on. Wayne series. Yeah, never heard of this in my life or seen it. 30-ish minute episodes. Honestly, I agree, Omni. Dark Phoenix Files should be 15 years down the line as an in-game level event movie. Yeah. How often do you think I can... Wait. How often do you think can I watch a movie at the theater before it's getting weird? I saw the Batman 16 times, and I'm planning to see Spider-Man at least 10 times, but I'm afraid the employees will pity me again. I have never seen a movie that many times in the theater in my life. The most I've seen was The Dark Knight, and I think that was like 4 times. All I want to do for the DCU is not do the original Justice Society. Can't imagine a good way to do Jay Garrick and Alex Scott specifically. Oh, you don't want them to do it. Interesting. I think Kevin meant they built up the idea of Thanos, not Thanos himself as a character, but yes, he is coping somewhat. I want to see the MCU after Secret Wars bring Savage Land to life, and they could make a movie called X-Men Savage Land. That's what they were saying, like after Secret Wars, the X-Men will be the next big thing driving the new universe. And they said the X-Men itself is a universe in and of itself worth of stories that they want to explore beyond anything we've covered so far ever in live action. So I think that's going to dominate everything. 2 weeks until KH at D23. Are you ready? Not at all, but I am so excited. I think you're thinking of Batman Protocol. It's a fan-made movie being made. I mean, maybe. My first ever job on Wednesday, and I have orientation tomorrow. I'm so nervous. Good luck. Godspeed. You got this. I believe in you. Do you have any 40X theaters in your area, and do you enjoy watching movies in those kinds of theaters? I've never. We don't have anything like that. We don't have IMAX. We don't have any special stuff. We have standard fucking format theaters where I live. The closest IMAX is it's either in Columbus or Cincinnati, so it's like 2.5, 3 hours away. The closest 40X, I have no idea. I have no idea where that is. I'd entertain the idea of it, but I don't know. Maybe done a little too old-fashioned. I'm just like, just show me the screen. I thought I went hard with seeing Avengers 6 times. Just finished Avatar Aang, The Last Airbender, and you're still live. Yep. We've been going, man. Almost at the end. Almost time for dinner. I always go whenever I'm in the city anyway. Watching a movie is like my treat for kicking my anxiety in the ass and leaving the house. Man, hell yeah, man. However you got to do it. That's still pretty sick. In the good way. Just want the first X-Men film to be about hanging out at the school and shopping before doing big threats. I mean, surely that's not going to be what the movie's about, but still. As someone who's read 300+ Alan Scott comics, the universe reset is crucial to his character and plot, and it won't work unless they have the universe having been reset in the past. From what I remember, that's not necessarily true. It would reset after his stuff. So you'd have to do his stuff in an alternate timeline, or just even not necessarily. I don't know. It depends. There's a way around it. Are they rebooting the MCU with Doom? New universe, new timeline, new actors? It's effectively a soft reboot. Some things are going to be the same after. Some things are going to be wildly different, so they've said. Who the first big X-Men villain we get is Mr. Sinister, not Magneto. I mean, we'll see. You think we'll get X-Men TV adjacent shows? I hope so. We'll see. What's for dinner tonight? Actually, that decision hasn't been made yet, but I will need to figure that out here in a minute. Find some spaghetti before heading to the movies. Spaghetti sounds good. Have a great night, Omni. Time for the Odyssey. I'll just say I liked seeing Spider-Man. Hell yeah. Asked my movie theater to hold off on the movie until after your stream so I could be here. Joking. That was rich. I'd be like 80 plus, and he's not initially from the main universe, so every part of his life in Earth 2 wouldn't be possible. You don't have to do that, though, but I get what you're saying. See, Cavill is sinister. I think the latest X-Men 97 episode proved that Charles' greatest power is being a tailor for always having great outfits ready to go for the team. That's true. Where did those suits come from? They just popped up from nowhere. Good point. Good point. Me and one of my current roommates, prior to us moving together, saw the reboot Star Trek 20 times in theaters. We'd ping each other after work. Want to watch ST? Sure. That's wild. That's wild. Kudos to you, man. Kudos to you. Anyway, we're caught up. And I'm going to get some food. So thank you guys for hanging in. I know we've been away for a while. I'll be back next weekend as well. I don't have any conventions until September. September. So, yeah. So you guys got me for a little while, unless something comes up. But right now, I'm in home base for a hot minute. But guys, enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Enjoy your rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys next week, same time, to hang out and chat about whatever. And beware, next weekend, cuffs off on Spider-Man spoilers, by the way. So if you haven't watched it, make sure to do so before then, or hang tight. Later, everybody.